Hello and welcome back to SARS Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Big up to everybody is tuned in nice and early. Big up to everybody is watching on replay. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, people. We are back again with another episode of the Koora Pod, the season review. We're also going to be talking about the Champions League final. And we're also going to be speaking about some transfers, including Jeremy Monga, who has agreed terms with Arsenal. So we're going to be speaking about that as well. But as I said before, people, make sure you smash the like button and make sure you are subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Apologies for my voice. I am a bit under the weather at the moment. Got the flu and that. But listen, man, we are here, man. We are here. So make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. I am joined by my brothers, man like Ash, man like Sami, and man like T. Unfortunately, Souls is still in Maghreb, aka Morocco, so he is not going to be here for this week, but he will be back next week, of course, when he is back in Dubai. But listen, man, we're here. How you doing, bro? How you lot doing? Hold on, I need to take a picture of this thing. I've kind of found a way around it.
Go ahead, Ash.
Anyway.
Good, man. Alhamdulillah, I'm good. We had 1 week off because of the Eid break, which was nice. But yeah, outside that, okay, man. 1 week as Premier League champions. 2 weeks as Premier League champions. So yeah, we're living it up.
Day number 7 of your Premier League
Yes.
champions.
No. Technically, it's day number 13 or 12. No, day number 12 of your Premier League champions. We're gonna do this all year.
Yes. Big up, man. Yeah, we are Premier League champions, mate. We are freaking Premier League champions. And listen, yeah, man. It still feels mad. Do you know what I mean? It still feels mad. By the way, parade was mad, people. The parade was insane. For people telling you that there was like, oh, there wasn't even that many people. It was one street, bro. I was there. There was millions, bro. Okay, I'm not gonna say millions.
Not millions. Calm down.
Millions and millions.
There was at
millions.
There was at least 800,000 people there. At least, bro.
No. Islington confirmed there was over 1 million. Islington, the official account confirmed.
1.5.
Yeah, no, I've seen.
They didn't say 1.5. They said over 1 million. To be fair to them.
But listen, for me, bro, every time I turned a corner, bro, it was just packed. There was people, and they were just going crazy. Like outside the Emirates Stadium, bro, like it was mad. It was actually mad. Like I nearly got squashed, bro. I nearly got caught. I got caught in between like people and the police fighting, bro. Like I got caught in the middle of it. I was like, whoa, guys, listen, I'm one of you lot, bro. Listen, let me just go past. Let me go over there, and then you lot fight whatever you want to do, bro. Just let me get out of the way. So it was a bit mad. Big up to Aaron, who takes the piss, and Met Police said the final figure was 10 billion. Listen,
More than the population of Earth, bro.
People and then brought them to the parade. How about that? What club can create people?
The whole human population was at the parade. You know,
come on, man. Bro. No, hold on. The whole human population wasn't enough, so we had to bring more. Bro, we started duplicating people.
They made kids in advance, so they count for 2.
Exactly.
You know
I love that. Man said they made kids in advance just to bring them to the parade is insane.
Yeah, well, technically, yes, if you're having a pregnant woman there, so yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, so they count for 2. You know what I'm saying?
Technically. But listen, man, we are here, bro. We are here. By the way, I've realized that there's like hella pieces of name. Like this is mad right now. So it's I'm gonna have to take it again. Guys, we have this little surprise that I need to show you.
Yeah, there's a big surprise, guys. You'll see in a second.
Oh, you have no idea.
Finally can take a picture. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but bro.
Sorry, guys. The reason we were late is because we were teaching Saad at the background how to use a camera and how to take a photograph. Like, you know, he's a baby boomer. It took us time to try and educate him. So camera is surrounding at your phone. This is a camera, Saad. And what you need to do is you tap and you swipe up. Yeah, we had to teach him all. It took like a long time, bro. Saad is a slow learner.
It take a long time, bro. I'll be real. It took a long time.
Leave it. It's fine. Just say what it is.
But anyway, guys, I'm gonna add something to the thing. I'm gonna ras it off real quick. Yeah, we're gonna ras it off. Let's just add a little overlay. and not this, by the way, yeah, because I remember I showed people, yeah, this is what they were calling me, yeah. Well, guess what? Yeah, I'm a Premier League champ now, yeah. Yeah, that's how it started, and this is how it finished, mate. That's how it started, and this is how it finished. So don't ever chat to me. But anyway, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. There it is. There it is. So let's bring it up. Big up the people, and big up the missus, yeah, because the missus done something extraordinary. Do you know what I mean? And guess who sent me a letter congratulating me on my
But
wedding?
you redacted it.
Yeah, we redacted it because there are certain details and certain things that we don't want to see. You know what I mean? But guys, guess who said congratulations on your marriage? You know what I mean? Guess who rasped off the thing? Yeah, my gaffer, Premier League winner. While some club legends at 44 out here doing balloons. Yeah. My guy and some club legends are out here dancing in front of Champions League trophies with one sock on and barefoot on the other. Yeah, my gaffer, yeah, is winning leagues. Yeah, Premier League title, Premier League winner. Yeah, my gaffer. Big up to Mikel Arteta, of course, for wishing me. Yeah, man, I believe my gaffer. Yeah, I did believe my gaffer, bro, and he returned the favor. Do you know what I mean? He returned the favor. Big up to Mikel. Do you know what I mean? Big up to Mikel.
I don't think you give it a fair intro, Sad, honestly. I mean, this is big. I mean, the Gaffa, Mikel Arteta, congratulated you. Yes, this is a royal declaration for you, you know. It's something that Arteta congratulated Sad on his marriage. You know, so this is something really to celebrate. I mean, this is how our football club goes, that they actually care about the fans. It does feel sometimes like a family, and we do feel like a family. And I'm sure Saad felt it in the parade where everybody was united, you know, celebrating that moment after 22 years, you know, and all these people turned out to be, man. Honestly speaking, I wasn't in the parade, but I've seen a lot of clips. Saad was calling, by the way, in the group WhatsApp call. He called everybody, and we can hear him singing, enjoying that moment. It was joyful. It was mad, first of all, because all of a sudden I just answered, and all I hear is, you know, singing and chanting.
No, but that's why I
and it was.
That's why I did
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
bro.
bro.
I was hoping that a lot of you would come in, but nobody came in, apart from Sami and Kulle.
It was a good moment, man, and I hope it's the beginning of many, you know, and we can go and aim for retaining the title as well as getting the first UCL as well.
Speaking of new beginnings,
okay.
I see we have Ali A in the chat. He changed his name and his picture.
By the way, like that, T, yeah? Like that, bro. Change like that, bro.
Yeah, bro. You know,
what happened to the slot army?
He's a new man.
Last year, last year, this time it was a slot army. It was slot, the best team in the world. Now it's Ireola army. Huh?
Best team in the world.
Okay. Sorry, before we start the show, I want to make sure we do this every episode as Premier League champions until they dethrone us, which they will not next season. We're winning it back to back.
Cry more, increase it.
Cry more, increase it, increase it. I want to see the tears in your face. I want to see it.
By the way, come on, Aaron, bro. You're a bit slow there. If you didn't know that was LEA, I knew that was LEA as soon as I saw. And
no, they said it could be Vel. That's why they said it could be Vel.
No. It's not Vel, bro. Bro, Vel is
no. It's 1,000,000% LEA. It's
LEA.
Yeah. I know it is Ali, but I'm saying they thought it was Vel.
Oh, yeah, man. That's definitely LEA, bro. If it's not LEA, bro, let me know what you're gonna say. But anyway, big up. Listen, by the way, yeah. Hey, listen, yeah. You know me, yeah, because I set up like my screensavers now, yeah. Let me just clear all of this Ras Clark thing, yeah. Let me just clear everything off this.
You can tell he was with Catch, you know.
Yeah, look what I got on there. Look what's my background.
Yeah,
right
Josh
there.
Kroenke, Gabriel and Saliba. I love it.
Bro, the fact that Josh Kroenke was wearing that shirt, bro. By the way, I've got a video. You know what? let's keep on talking because, bro, I'm gonna show you guys my video that I took of the bus going past because I've got clips here. Why am I not showing them? You know what I mean? Why am I not showing?
Yeah, that would be great to show. But speaking of Josh, a big up to him, man. I mean, he
Yeah.
not only was a key part on this success, but also enjoying that moment with the club. I don't think Stan would have done the same as Josh, and the same enthusiasm and the same commitment, I would say, from the board, and the way he pushed and trusted eventually Arteta to do it. I mean, big up to him. We all saw that Arteta couldn't have done it, and yet Josh sticked with his guns, and you know what, I do trust. You know what, I never turned against the Cronkies. One thing I haven't done
Me neither.
is I haven't turned on the Cronkies. I turned on the manager, I turned on the players, but I never turned against the Cronkies because I can see what they can do in the backside, and they were really trying to push the club, and they want to succeed. And you know what, I've spoken to multiple Americans as well, just to ask them of how the Cronkies do operate when it comes to their franchise, because they own a couple of clubs as well in the US, and they all said that, and they all agreed that the Cronkies know how to build a successful team, and hopefully we can see it. Maybe it's harder in the US when you're playing the Super Bowl and all that stuff to retain it every year, but in football we've seen a domination era for certain teams. We've seen City done it. We've seen United do it. We've seen Chelsea at a certain point do it. So I think with the right plans, with the right players, I think we can do it. We can do it for the next 2-3 years at least, to build some sort of dynasty. And I hope that that's the case with Josh.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Just be excited. Huh?
Bro, I can't lie, man.
Yeah. I feel fire. I feel fire. Now I believe what he was saying. He was on fire. I feel fire. And the fire came.
Bro. You know what?
Nobody can mock him now about this stuff.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Josh
But personally, I don't know what you guys feel about this, but I am disappointed about the Champions League final. Personally,
Of course, 100%.
for different
We
reasons.
should discuss that first.
For different
We should
reasons.
discuss that first. Yeah, T, you
Well,
start.
can I just get the video first, please, before we start discussing that, please? So I could...
Go
What
ahead,
video?
man.
Go ahead.
Get your
One topic
video.
at
Get
one
your
time.
video.
Parade, I
Can we
Get
think.
your
can we
video.
just- Can we just speak?
Do you
about
do you
Josh
know
Cronky?
how to
It's loaded.
click on a video? There's something
I'm
called
already-
play, but okay.
I'm already converting it because the thing is when it comes off of a iPhone, it comes out
Isn't
and-
converting it a big word for you? Sorry. I'll stop. I'll
Oh,
stop.
where's this guy, bro? Where's this guy?
I'll stop. I'll stop. I'll stop.
You make him
I don't
feel
know
like
why
a
I'm
monk,
doing-
bro. What's going on, bro?
No, I don't know, bro. This is the problem.
جاي من الجبل
when you-
وش هو جاي من الجبل ولا شنو؟
محل القولي في
يلا حطوا الكار.
Yeah. No, honestly, this is my bad, guys. This is what happens when you hang out with souls so much, bro. I've got his disease. Unfortunately, it's fine. I'm sorry, Sad.
He's a pussy,
Go on.
basically.
He is a pussy. I agree.
But yeah, listen, man. I'll be real. Just quickly on Josh Cronky, bro. What he's been saying is really good as well, man. Like, saying that this isn't us. We're not gonna stop here. We're not, because that's from. Listen, I'll be real, man. Back in the day, and when I say back in the day, I'm talking about maybe 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Do you know what I mean? Or no, more than that. Sorry, like 10 years ago, bro. What do we hear, bro? We hear we're comfortable where we are. We don't wanna jump the gun. We don't wanna overinvest. Like, bro, now I'm hearing we're not gonna stay here. We won this title, and we want to go further, and we want to win more, and we want to build a dynasty. I'm hearing good things. I'll be real, and this is what you want to hear, bro. This is what you want to hear from your owner, because in reality, we normally only hear this from the Arab owners, or some of the passionate owners that come in, like the Abramovich and all of this stuff, bro, where they don't care that they've just won. Like, they want to continue to pump money into the club, and they want to continue to go mad and more and more and more. It's just greed, and that's the perfect thing as an owner. You want to be greedy. You just want to put money in because you want to see more and you want to win more, and it never ever like it never fills you up. Do you know what I mean? Pause. Do you know what I mean? You're never full. You never got a full belly. You're always hungry for more. You always want that another trophy or another trophy. You want a double. You want a treble. You want. Do you know what I mean? You want. I want, in theory, I want to do what these Man City and Man United did. That's in reality what I want to do. I'll be completely real. Yeah, that's in reality what I want to do. I want to build a dynasty. I want to go win 5, 6, 7 prems. Do you know what I mean? In the next 10 years or whatever. That's what I want to do. By the way, the video is confirmed here and done. Yes, big up. So let me just download it. Now, I'm probably going to get copyrighted because I think when they come over with the bus, there's hella music because these men were just turning up. Yeah, going mad. Do you know what I mean? But, right,
What's going on, man?
I got to do it all over again. You lot just keep on talking.
Bro, leave it. Khalas. Let's just go to the Champions League, bro. Next stream, it'll be ready. Or if you get it done before the stream ends, you can play it
I'll
towards
get it
the
done
end.
now. I just have to duplicate it and trim it.
Yalla, guys, let's talk because we don't want to
Do your
lose
thing.
viewers, remember?
Do your
Let's
thing,
go.
do your thing.
Go, T. Talk Champions League final. Go ahead.
I mean, first of all, big up to the boys for that fight and that fighting spirit. You know what I'm saying? I like how they dealt with the atmosphere and going to a Champions League final for their first time is, in my opinion, a good way how they dealt with it. But yeah, obviously we're disappointed with the end of it. We wanted to win it, and we gave it away. In my opinion, it's not that. Yes, obviously PSG had 75% possession, but in my opinion, they wouldn't have scored in open play if we didn't give away that penalty with Mosquera and just kept it clean for the rest of the game. We would have won that Champions League, but obviously that's only ifs and buts, and in a perfect world that would have happened. But we have an inexperienced centre back playing right back, and then he makes a mistake. It's too rash, and then gives away a penalty, and then then Dembele is just Dembele. He just finished it very cleanly, and then yeah, we went to penalties. The thing that disappointed me the most in this game, personally, was the lack of attacking adaptiveness in this game. Because yes, you can concede a goal, but to then still not be on the ball, or when you have the ball, to lose the ball in like 2 or 3 passes, or maybe even 4, if you're lucky, is in my opinion, yeah, it was pretty disappointing. I expected us to, when we conceded that goal, to take back the control a little bit and attack them more, but we couldn't. And I don't know how, but obviously it's understandable when your wingers are defending 24/7 in that game, especially after the 6th minute. So they were like defending the whole game basically. So I understand it in a way, but yeah, it's still disappointing that we gave it away at the end. Obviously, the Havertz goal was also lucky. Very good finish by him. But for me, it's we could have won it. This was not... a lot of people are saying, oh, yeah, this is a learning experience. And I agree, in a way. I do agree that this is a learning experience. But we could have won it. PSG were not that formidable, in my opinion. If we didn't make a mistake, we actually would have won this Champions League. That one mistake cost us. And that's why I said time and time again, also in other streams, Champions League, you win Champions League with moments, not by being amazing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You just need that one moment or 2 moments. Obviously, you have special cases like PSG versus Inter when they lose 5-0. But that's not the norm, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Mostly when you win Champions Leagues, you win it in moments. I don't know where that came from, but that was not from me.
Are we
Yeah,
having a
no
drag
idea.
race
That was
here?
him.
Sorry, guys.
Drag
fuck.
race. Okay.
The Saudis, bro.
I big up Sami,
Yeah.
bro. Wallahi.
Well, we did have some chances though, like Football Heritage in the chat saying Havertz had an amazing chance. But like I said, this is all ifs and this is all buts and this is all hindsight is 2020 type shit. You know what I'm saying? And I do not want to keep dwelling on these mistakes and all of those stuff. But for me, it's just disappointing. For me, PSG were there for the taking. It was not like they were formidable. We were defending very well, and one mistake cost us at the end of the day for me. And then, yeah, what also disappointed me was the fact that Gabriel took the 5th penalty. I'm not blaming Gabriel in any way, shape, or form. I do believe that he had the cojones to actually going out and doing that. For me, it's all praise to him, but it's also I'm low-key disappointed with Zubimendi and Madueke and those guys that they didn't step up as attackers. You know what I'm saying? As attackers, you should be better at shooting. You should have more technique when it comes to these type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like Saad said this backstage as well. You have a guy who was fighting Chelsea players for useless penalties, but is not stepping up in these types of situations. For me, it was pretty disappointing from them, and they should have shown more heart, in my opinion. You know, so that's the most disappointing part for me is the lack of attacking adaptiveness, and also the fact that these guys did not have the heart to take this penalty as attackers, and they give our center back the 5th penalty. And if you want to give a center back a penalty, at least give it to Saliba or something. You know what I'm saying? Even he is better technically than Gabriel when it comes to this type of stuff.
Or at least not the 5th one.
Yeah, at least not the 5th one. Yeah, it's for me it's weird, bro. You know?
Yeah.
By the way, the video is ready. Let me just quickly play it.
Hey, big up to Josh, man. Look at him.
Josh,
Look at him,
man.
bro.
Bro, Josh Kroenke about to jump off
Josh
the bus,
is
bro.
fully in, bro.
Bro.
Bro,
Hey,
he is wasted. You know what I'm
love it.
saying? Bro, he is absolutely wasted, man.
I love it, bro.
This guy.
Bro, Allah. Sorry, I just had
big
to
up,
show
bro.
that. But nah, you know what, T? For me, listen, in the moment, like I was upset. Do you know what I mean? And it definitely was a bit of a, because when you see like how the game went and how we were at half time, bro. Like, bro, I was sitting here thinking, yo, I think we might do this. I think this might be a stinky 1-0, and we just parked the bus and we just, you know what, stunk it out. And PSG, because at half time, people, PSG looked devout of ideas, bro. They were out of ideas. They didn't. Well, obviously they weren't out of ideas because they they came back in the second half, but they just looked demoralized going back into the half time. But then again, you look at their manager, Luis Enrique, and you say, of course, he's the one that can get this out of his team. He can get that one moment to get them back into this game. And bro, they ended up doing it. A mistake from Mosquera, who I thought he made that one mistake, which was a very, very bad mistake. But throughout the game, bro, he had a very good game against Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah.
Was able to stop Kvaratskhelia on multiple occasions, obviously with the help of Saka. But I'll be real, man. Hincapié as well. Big up to T, because he was right, and Ash, because they were right, bro. Because I was saying start Calafiori, but bro, Hincapié put a shift on, bro. Like, where was this against Semenyo, bro? That's what I'm asking. But bro, he put a shift in, bro. Like, and these men were trying to. He came up against Doué, and then they tried doing this thing where they threw what's his name out
Dembele.
there? Dembele out there.
Dembele,
try
the
and
swap,
see if Dembele
yeah.
could do something, and Dembele couldn't do something either. So these men were just like, "Yo, I don't know, bro. What was I supposed to do, bro? He's stopping all of us. Like, what do you want us to do? Do you know what I mean?" So, listen, I want to big up all of the players first of all because I am proud of that performance. I'm gonna mute.
I already did. I muted Sami already.
His
Yeah, the
mic,
keyboard sound is.
bro. This mic is high definition, bro. It's like I'm in the room with him, bro. Like, what's going on? But
You know what he
first
typed.
of all,
You know what I'm saying? It was that loud.
huh? What you
I
say?
said, you know what he typed. It was that loud. You know what I'm
Bro, exactly. I know exactly what he typed, exactly what he was looking at, bro. It's mad. Relax, bro. But yeah, you know what? I'm proud of the players. And yes, I'm upset. I don't know why Gabriel took that fifth penalty. I am in agreement that all your best penalty takers should take the first 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm in agreement that all of the best penalty takers should take those penalties. But there was so many better options for Gabriel. And yes, Arteta, I think, came out and said that Gabriel asked me. He really asked for that penalty and we gave it to him. But I don't know, man. It's just, it's one of those moments where, do you know what I mean? You really could have given it to someone better. But listen, this game, although, of course, all of the rivals are going to come out and they're going to say champions of Europe, you'll never sing that, and all of those jokes, all of that kind of stuff. And listen, rightfully so, they should. Do you know what I mean? It's rivals. Do you know what I mean? They're going to do that. And rightfully so. I would do the same if I was in their position. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to ignore the fact that this gives me the ultimate confidence that, bro, I will be back in this competition. And the fact that we saw Rice smiling like that after the game ended shows me that these players in themselves know, bro, yeah, we just won the league, which, okay, we now have to try and fight, even though we've hit that, we've gotten that peak, we've gotten up to that mountain, but now we've just got to drop down to the second level again because we've got something else to fight for. It's not only we're fighting for a Premier League, we need to fight for this Champions League because we're that close. We need to fight for it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm excited, as Josh would say, man. I am excited, bro, and I'm excited to see what comes up in the next season. But yeah, I was proud of the boys for that performance against PSG, stopping the most formidable attack. By the way, I saw people saying 3-4 nils, yeah, and even the people who said 3-4 nils, the other people who've been humble about it and say, you know what, Arsenal have a chance, they were still saying, oh, but their attack's gonna have a load of chances. So even those people were wrong, the one that were being humble. So, bro, big up to the boys, big up to the manager, and to all the boys out there. Do you know what I mean? For going out there and putting a respectable performance, because there's ways to lose, and losing by penalties, it's gut wrenching for the fans, but it's a respectable way to lose because it's a 50-50 at that point. It's a 50-50. It's not you were at the top, and the only thing I'd say we did wrong was in the extra time, I would have attacked because they took a lot of their good players off. Yes, Bradley Barcola had some space in behind. Excuse me. Sorry. Yes, Bradley Barcola had some chances and had made some runs in behind, but I still would have gone and had a bit more of a chance or taken a bit more risk, just because for me I felt like we had better attackers than them, and especially going up against tired legs. Do you know what I mean? They brought on some centre backs, but I think the right back, the left back, Nuno Mendes was still on at that point. So you could have gone up against him, and I think Hakimi was on there still. Was still in.
Yeah,
so you
Hakimi was still there
against Hakimi, who's just coming back from an injury, so he was on tired legs as well. So listen, for me, I do feel like we could have taken a bit more risk in the extra time, but. Listen, big up to the boys, big up to the manager, and respectable way to lose. Go on, Sami, bro.
Well, whatever I'm going to say is just an isolation of the game and the game only. I'm not going to talk about the team of the whole season and all that stuff, or the performance of the season. For me, as a starting 11, I think before the starting 11, I want to talk about starting 11. I said that it's going to be 1-0, stinky 1-0, because that's how the game looked like anyways. We didn't go there to play football. We went there to deny them from playing football. And that's how I would approach it personally, because I know that PSG are a superior team to me. Obviously, they have the best attack, the best manager. So the way we approached the game and how Arteta did, and that's the way I would have. And big up to Arteta for doing that. Now, my only thing about the starting 11 is I thought Odegaard, and obviously this is on hindsight, Odegaard, I thought he was horrendous. He did not offer us anything defensively or offensively, so I thought his his existence was redundant, and what a waste of space, to be honest. And for him to be our captain is just a disgrace, to be honest, or disgracia, like our manager likes to say. Other than that, I thought the starting 11, barring Odegaard, is spot on. Now, few things that I also mentioned in my stream earlier, that I thought two decisions from the ref kind of shaped this game for us. The first decision was the yellow card against Mosquera, because he dilly-dallied on the throwing. Generally, this is the first time for me to see a yellow card because somebody dilly-dallied in a throwing. Usually, if somebody delays a throwing, then the ref should give the throwing to the opponent team, not a yellow card. This is not a free kick. This is not a corner. This is not a goal kick for you to give a yellow card for dilly-dallying. So this is the first shameful decision from the ref. And the second one was the Madueke one. I thought that should have been at least considered to be reviewed by the VAR, which didn't happen even. He didn't even entertain the possibility that was a penalty. So that's from the refereeing point of view. But I'm not going to dwell about it. The penalty is a penalty. There's no argument. Mosquera did tackle Kvaratskhelia, and he deserved to. That is deserved to be
fuck
called.
That ref, by the way, like genuinely, fuck that ref. I never get
Yeah,
pissed off
yeah,
refs,
man.
but this ref, bro, he
Pissed me off, bro. He pissed me off, And I'm a bit harsh when it comes to refereeing, because I never gave like Arsenal the leeway. I never complain about the refs. It is what it is. But this time when I saw it, man, it made my head hot. Multiple times. But these are the two moments that I recall. Now, going to Arteta, like I said, he approached the game in the right way. Now, my concern with Arteta was his in-game management, right? Now, the moment Mosquera got a yellow card, you should have subbed him. You should have subbed him. Why would you keep a defender who's playing against the best player in the world, arguably, Kvaratskhelia, on a yellow? Why would you keep him? Why would you replace him with Timber? Prior them getting the penalty. That for me needs a little bit of proactiveness from Arteta, and I hate this approach from Arteta, being so reactive when it comes to the substitution. And the second half, I would have loved to see Martinelli, for instance. Why? Because like T said, they had 85 or 75% of the possession of the ball. So obviously you're not attacking. So obviously you're counting on the transition on the counterattack. And who best to do counterattack for you than the pacey players that you have? Now, when I say the pacey players, that means you have Martinelli, you have Gyökeres, you have plenty of explosive players in your bench. You could have tried to play and counter PSG. And he didn't do it. He did his substitutions late, and they were tired legs. We had a better bench compared to PSG. PSG only had one good player in the bench, quote unquote, Barcola. They replaced Vitinha with, I don't even know who that player is. They replaced Dembele. They subbed off Vitinha as well, and the drop off is massive between Vitinha and whoever replaced him. Where on the other hand we replaced Skelly with Zubamendi, for example. They're almost the same level. Okay, Skelly is slightly better, but still, we don't see the same drop off, and yet we couldn't even attack. And T was right. We couldn't string 3-4 passes. We were literally the game plan was pass, Raya, long ball, pass, Raya, long ball, and it's irritating. Okay, if that's the way you want to play it, at least have the right tools to execute that plan. You don't even have that. You're relying on hoofball, hoping for Havertz to control it up front and maybe make something out of it. Okay, fair enough. He scored a goal. That's why I'm not saying he should have started Gyökeres, because Havertz had a great first half, I would say. He did play very well, and he scored the goal. But eventually, I thought the in-game management should have been better from Arteta. I think if it was a little bit proactive, we could have seen a second goal. Or at least we could have kept that 1-0 lead. At least we could have done that. If he was a little bit proactive in the second half. Even Ashraf said earlier in the previous stream, you mentioned something about Zubamendi, right? You said Zubamendi at least put on the tackles compared to Skelly. Defensively, he contributes more to the team. So you lost the midfield battle. Why you didn't try to rectify that? Try to win that midfield. Get Zubamendi in. Remove Skelly. Okay, Skelly had a good first half. Play Zubamendi. What's going on? Why not? Trossard didn't offer you much. Play Martinelli. You have good bench players. You know, Havertz done his part. He scored the goal. Remove him. Get on Eucharist. I thought if we did those changes a little bit earlier, I think we either would have scored the second goal or we could have at least retained that 1-0 lead. But when it comes to the penalties, I mean, nothing really to say there. Gabriel, he missed it. Even Eze, even worse for me that Eze missed it as well. But I cannot begrudge Gabriel. You know, he is one of the players that are literally the pillars of this football club and the reason why we are here and challenging and showing some chest against rivals. So I can't really say anything about Gabriel. But I do disagree with you, T, when it comes to the players should step up and call for, you know, and try to take the penalty. I think the manager should take that decision. The manager should set up the team and the shoot, especially the shootouts. You should select the 5 that will shoot the penalties, and no one should argue. Yo, you, and you, and you. You're gonna shoot. Go ahead. And then you're the 6th, you're the 7th, you're the 8th, you're the 9th. That's it. The player shouldn't have a say in it. I think the manager should have, you know, stepped in and said, I know Gabriel came to him, and this was officially reported by Arteta that Gabriel wanted to shoot. I understand, but still, he should have taken that decision, the manager. And that's it, man. And I hope, I like what Rice said at the end, that we are going to challenge. And I like that kind of mentality. I do feel that is a key leadership attribute to have, is never to give up. And moving forward to next season, I want to see Rice as the captain of this football club. Odegaard, I think we've seen the best of him. It's time to move on. You know, I hope we nail the Morgan Rogers deal and we just move on from Odegaard, try to sell him, you know, for whatever price we can get for him, because I genuinely don't think Odegaard can.
There's certain news articles out there. Do you know what I mean? People are looking at Martin Odegaard. Do you know what I mean?
Oh man, I wish him all the best. You know, I would say thank you for everything. Thank you for all the moments. Thank you for the Premier League. But certain players need to leave this club. You know, Trossard's, Odegaard, and Martinelli. All these players we need to move on from these players if we are a serious football club and we want to retain the Premier League and eventually aim to you know, win the UCL, the cup that we never won before. So yeah, that would be my breakdown of the game, man.
Ash?
Yeah, I echo what a lot of what you guys said. I think the game plan in the big. So okay, I'll start with the lineup first because maybe that's the easiest thing to start with. I initially thought he made 3 mistakes in the lineup. Mosquera should not have started for me, and Havertz and Joker and Odegaard should not have started for me. I happily admit I was wrong clearly about Havertz because he did score quite early. I'm not that confident Jokeres would have scored that kind of goal because Havertz has more pace, and obviously it was on the left side, which means Havertz could use his favorite leg or his favorite foot to shoot. So fair enough, I'll give the manager credit there that Havertz one worked. I think Odegaard was a big mistake, and it proved to be a mistake because he didn't do anything. He was horrendous in the game. And Mosquera also proved to be a mistake because he's the one who gave away the penalty. People will say, but he had a very good first half. Yeah, but so would Timber. Timber would have had a great first half as well, right? I think Timber would have had the exact same first half as Mosquera, if not better. Actually, Timber gives you more on the ball, which is also something that Mosquera cannot give you. So I think Timber would have probably been an upgrade. And I definitely don't think Timber makes that mistake in the second half where he would give that penalty away. If you talk about the setup and the way we played, I think given how the game was going, especially that we scored that early, to then sit back until they got their penalty, I didn't have that much of an issue with it. I thought that's okay. Sit back, soak most of the pressure. These guys didn't look like they were going to have any dangerous opportunity. They had some dangerous opportunities that came after they equalized, not before. And that's probably because the adrenaline pump was there and they were just making more runs and stuff. But before that, they looked a bit devoid of ideas. Where I do blame the manager, I think he did mess up. And dare I say, maybe lost a really good opportunity to win a Champions League, because I think we could have won it, genuinely. I think we showed, I know this is going to sound funny because they're the best team in the world, but I still think he showed too much respect to PSG. it's not. We didn't just average 25% possession across the game. We had 25% possession in all the 4 halves. First half, second half, first half of extra time, and second half of extra time. Go look at our average possession. It's around 25% in every single one of them. And as Sami mentioned, in extra time, they had a midfield of João Neves, Zaire Emery, and Beraldo, who's a centre back, by the way. And he was playing as a DM because Vitinha got injured. And we had a midfield of Rice, Subamendi, and Eza, which for majority of the season was a starting midfield, by the way. For literally 80% of the season, that was a starting trio. I would have expected in extra time, we would have absolutely not dominated, but we would have had like 60% possession or 50% possession at least, had more chances, created more opportunities, won the ball back quicker because they also didn't have Dembele or Kvaratskhelia, their best 2 attackers. So even in an attacking perspective, they took off the dangerous guys. I know people will reference and say, well, Barcola went through almost twice, right? On one-on-ones. First of all, Barcola is Barcola. He's terrible in front of goal. And I think we could have... I'm watching the Sweden-Greece game, which was yesterday. I just saw Victor Gyökeres' free kick. Damn. It was deflection, though. But anyways, Isak so far has done absolutely nothing but garbage. But anyways, sorry. I think we could have controlled the game a lot better.
The way this guy does a free kick and he still says deflection, by the way. He has to.
It was a deflection, you dumbass.
Yeah, but why?
It literally deflected.
But why are you saying it in a way where you shit on him? Like, brother, come on, man. Can you have some?
Because the way I said it in the beginning made it sound the way. I said it in the beginning made it sound like he just scored a worldie of a free kick like Declan Rice.
I mean, sad. He said Havertz is faster than Gyökeres, so let it go.
I don't know what he's smoking with that because I was.
Did you see my reaction, Sami, when he said that, bro? Yes, bro, I was shocked, bro. Gyökeres is way faster than him. What you mean, bro?
Wait. In running pace.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
You must be out of your mind, bro. He's not. Bro, Havertz. Do you guys remember when we played Fulham last season?
Check the stat. You're a stat guy, Ash.
Or Athletic Bilbao this season, and the ball was played over the top, or even West Ham. Okay, I'll come to it, just so I don't forget my train of thought. I think he messed up in extra time when he didn't go for the game a lot more.
Yeah.
I think he could have probably attacked and created more opportunities. His substitutions were all perfect, in my opinion. Like, Saka should have come off. Odegaard should have come off. But they were only perfect because I think he messed up in the first place by starting Odegaard. But anyways, once he picked his lineup, I think the substitutions after that were really good. But his setup, in my opinion, was not that great. And I agree with Sami about the penalty thing. I'm not a fan of a player coming and saying, oh, I can take it. Because players can say a lot of crap in training. But when you are in that pressure moment, and that too, by the way, not only were we in a pressure moment, you guys realize we were unlucky with penalties because we lost both tosses. So we were shooting at their
side, wasn't their half.
And we went second. So we lost literally both coin flips. If I was the manager, I'd say, listen, I get that you're confident. I get that you want to do it. But I'm sorry, it's my decision. You will go number 7 or you'll go number 8 or number 9. By the way, even Eza, if we did our homework, Eza should not have taken a penalty. Because I only found out on Monday that he's missed a couple of penalties like that before in the same manner. Where he does the slow down step, and then he shoots it out wide. Apparently, he missed against Liverpool in Community Shield. He's missed against Nottingham Forest 2 seasons ago. I was like, bruh. So if someone knew, so are you telling me nobody knew this at the club, and they went and sent him second in the penalty shootout? Like, I don't know. I think there was just a lot of mistakes there. But even before extra time, I think we messed up. We should have attacked a bit more. Nobody's saying we should go gung ho and attack like mad and have 60% possession. Nobody says that because obviously we'll get destroyed. But I think instead of 25% average, we should have had 35-40% average, which probably would have meant we create better opportunities. And PSG's defense isn't that great. We could have really gone at them. The last thing I'll say is on the refereeing decisions, the only decision he did wrong, in my opinion, because I actually agree with the yellow card for Mosquera. By the way, Sami, I don't know, you were saying that, but that's actually not true. There is a law where you can penalize a player for taking too long to take a throw-in, especially if the player has been warned. And the referee warned Mosquera and Hincapié in the first half multiple times. For a throw-in. If you take time to take a throw-in and they've warned you, they can't book you for wasting time. It's like when a goalkeeper is taking a goal kick and the goalkeeper takes time to take the
No,
goal
look, goal kick.
you
I'm
can
not arguing. Goal kick, free kick. I'm not arguing.
throw
Or
ins apply
corner.
as well. We received yellow cards for throw-ins last season and the season before, so we have done that. Ben White has got a couple of yellow cards because he wasted time on a throw-in in the Premier League.
That yellow card. My qualms is about the corner that we should have had, and he blew.
See the corner. I'm 50,
Oh yeah, that
50 on
one
it.
too.
No, I'll tell you
Yes.
this honestly. I was angry in the moment
How could you be 50?
because I was like, because I'll explain to you. I was angry in the moment because in the moment I was like, bro, it's the last kick of the game. Just let us take it. But when I thought about it later, I did think that is a fair decision because if he's warned you to not waste time, and apparently he's spoken to players about taking things quickly, why the hell are we wasting? We clearly had intentions from the beginning of the game. Slow down, take time, waste time. Bro, like, if I was a referee, I would also get pissed off. It doesn't matter because if I was a referee, I've given you instructions and said, do not waste time. And by the way, this would have happened to PSG as well if they were wasting time, but they didn't because PSG were losing. So I don't think that's an issue. I think the referee messed up.
Numerous times where these men were rolling around on the floor. Vitinho rolling around on the floor.
Rolling
Don't do that,
around
bro.
is not the same thing as wasting a throw-in. That's not the same because if you're rolling on the floor, I don't know as a referee if you're genuinely injured or if you're acting. But if you're intentionally taking time in a throw-in, there's nothing to know. I know you're wasting time, right? But the one decision I think he definitely got wrong, in my opinion, was I do think that was a penalty for Madueke. Yes, I know people will say, oh, but Madueke was holding his arm. The reality is the first thing that happened was Nuno Mendes put his arm across Madueke, and that's when Madueke put his arm up, and then it locked Nuno Mendes' arm. But that's not why Nuno Mendes fell on him. Madueke ran in, and Nuno Mendes' continuous momentum pushed him down on Madueke. That should have been a pen, no questions. And the fact that VAR did not overturn it for me was horrendous. The commentators were even saying on BN Sports that if the referee gave that decision, there is no way VAR overturns it. Because that's the kind of decision where you like, bruh, it looks more like a pen than it doesn't. I don't know. I think that was horrendous. I think he should have given that penalty. But outside that, I thought he was fair, to be fair. The Saka one, the handball, I think he was right to not give it as a penalty. All the fouls he was...
Ash, just a quick one. But no, just continue. But about the laws, I'm reading it right here. The first thing that should happen is a throw-in is awarded to the opposing team. Yellow card if the delay is deemed excessive, unsporting, or if you repeat the delay after a warning. So the first action should have been giving the opposing team, not yellow card first.
No, but you just said in your second line, if the yellow card is given if there is delayed or repeated after warning, which he got. Mosquera got a warning in the first half,
but he never gave it to the opposing team first.
But I don't think that rule
should have been the first action.
I think he did the Hincapié one. I'm sure. Why do I remember Hincapié throwing being given away?
No, I don't remember Hincapié.
Man.
But what I'm saying is he should have gone. He should have gone with
their throw-in side. They did.
No, it was their throw-in and they threw it wrong. They threw it wrong. They lifted their feet.
Yeah. So the first action should have been from the ref is giving it to the opposing team before going to the yellow card.
I don't know. I feel like your second rule kind of overrules the first one because it says if he's been given a warning. I need to read that, but I remember for sure that there was something about giving a yellow card if it plays. And by the way, again, Sami, this is not new. It's happened many times. Ben White, as I said, got a yellow card last season and the season before. No, not last season, the season before. A couple of times for wasting time on a yellow card. We actually, by the way, there were moments when we got like a couple of yellow cards in a few months because we were taking so long in the throw-ins. And I know that's an Arteta tactic. I know they spoke about taking time to take corners, taking time to take throw-ins on purpose to try and throw the other teams off. I just think we need to stop that nonsense, honestly. We have too much quality to be resorting to tactics like these. Like this is ancient Mourinho tactics when he was going up against teams that were clearly better than him. PSG are better than us, but they're not clearly better than us. I think they're only clearly better than us in attack, in my opinion. But yeah, anyways, yeah, look, he's going to learn. Hopefully he'll learn. I'm not going to say he's definitely going to learn. Hopefully he'll learn. The last thing I will end on this, and maybe that's something you guys want to discuss later. Can we win a Champions League in the next few years with this team? 100% we can, absolutely. But I don't think we can win it playing this style. If we do not change our style and attack more, I do not think we win the Champions League with this team.
I don't think we can retain the league.
Retaining the league, I think we can by default because the other teams are all in shit. The other teams are all in hell. Up until now, at least.
With this style.
Yeah, because
the
we
lowest
wanted
goal
this
tally
season with
ever.
this No, I hear you, but not the lowest goal tally ever. By the way, Leicester had less goals. But my point is, right now, City are in question mark. Liverpool question mark. Chelsea question mark. United question mark. If these question marks remain, we probably can win it by default. We get 84, 85 points again, we probably win it. But if one of
hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Enough of this fucking shit conversation, yeah. Because the thing is, yeah.
Can we retain the league next season? And Saad
all
says,
three of
enough
you-
of that shit conversation.
All three of you are pussios. Do you know why? Yeah. Because I need to ask
Yes,
you
tell us.
pussios a question.
Yes, tell us.
Yeah?
Tell us. Ask us
You
a question.
You three pussios, yeah.
It takes one to
Well,
know
we
one.
Before we won the league, you three pussios all said to me you would get rid of Arteta if he won the league and didn't win the Champions League. Are you getting rid of Arteta now? Or are you gonna apologize and say I was wrong and I'm not?
I would get rid of Arteta if we can get a better manager.
don't
like
give me
Luis
if you can
Enrique.
get you, bro. It wasn't you. We weren't even saying Luis Enrique at that time. You just.
I'll
said
tell
to
you,
me,
Sad.
I
Sad,
don't-
Sad.
I
I'll
don't-
answer
I
you.
don't
I'll
think-
answer you.
I don't
I'll
think
answer you.
his style is
Hey,
right.
hey,
I'll
Sad,
give you an
Sad, Sad,
example.
Sad.
Hold on.
I'll answer you. I'll
Working.
answer you directly.
I don't think I don't think his system is sustainable. To go
Sad,
with
I'll
another
answer
league.
you, and I cannot be
Everybody
more
else is
direct.
gonna-
I'll answer you. I changed my mind the moment Pep decided to leave City. There you go.
This
Which
guy
is fair as
such
well.
a-
That's very, very fair.
No, because
such a player.
I genuinely believe. Look, I genuinely believe if Pep stayed at City, I don't think our play style with this in this manner would win against Pep next season. But now that Pep is gone, I think Arteta is probably the best manager out there in the league. I mean, Ash said it. I mean, the contenders do have question marks on top of their head. I mean, when you talk about Maresca, when you're talking about Xabi Alonso, when you're talking about Areola, we
How's
don't
he
know.
better
I
than
mean,
how's he better than Xabi Alonso?
what do you mean? How he's better than Xabi Alonso?
Brother, the guy went invincible, bro. The guy.
In
done
what
a
league?
madness, bro.
And in Bundesliga,
That does not matter.
yeah, it makes a
matter.
difference.
Bro, the guy
Bro.
was wrapping up everybody in a spliff. That's not
Yeah,
do that, bro. Come on, man.
In a farmers league, yeah, sure, bro. In a farmers
It's not a
league,
farmers league.
I
bro.
don't-
That
I don't
was
rate that
Bayern
league
Munich
one
league.
bit, bro.
I get where you're
That was
coming from,
Bayern Munich
Slad. I
league.
get where you're coming from, but
so you're saying
it's
that
still
achievement
different
is
in the
What
Premier
I'm
League.
surprised about,
You're
what I'm
saying
surprised
that-
about is that this
Go ahead.
little schmuck over here is sat here all silent, zipped up mouth when we're talking about Xabi Alonso. Meanwhile, before this guy was dick sucking, astaghfirullah. This guy was doing a madness here. My bad, that was bad. But this guy was doing a madness with Xabi
What
Alonso
is he saying, bro?
after he won that almost won that treble, and this guy done the invincible thing, and he was telling me, that.
So which one is a harder achievement, winning the league, the Premier League, or the Bundesliga?
Of course, the Premier League.
Okay, then.
But also going invincible, winning more games, drawing less than we did, by the way. And on top of that, it's not a farmers league, bro. They were to do what he done, to build the team what he built. Bro,
Let's look.
You
Okay,
can't
okay,
sit
so-
here and act
so-
like
so
what
Sad.
Sammy's telling me.
So Sad.
Hold on, T. What Sammy's trying to tell me, he's trying to make it out like this guy took over Bayern Munich, who have all of the spending power, and then took them invincible. Yeah, and he
One
took
team.
Bayern Munich,
One
bro.
team.
He
But-
took
but-
Bayern
One team.
Leverkusen, bro.
let me just
One
say one
team.
thing, bro.
Who were schmucks, by the way. It's like taking Leeds.
I
Well, not
understand
Leeds, let me
the
not
Xabi
Leeds.
Alonso part. I understand the Xabi Alonso part, but it's still a broken Chelsea right now. The team is not functioning as well. They're lacking a lot of quality players, and Clear Lake is still there buying trash players. So, are you now saying that Xabi Alonso is going to be a title contender next season against Arteta?
No. T, I'm not sitting here saying that Chelsea is going to be a title contender. I'm merely sitting and talking on the premise of manager on manager. Yeah? Manager on manager. Are we saying that Mikel Arteta is better than Xabi Alonso? Or is Xabi Alonso
Yes.
better than Arteta?
Yeah, I would say Arteta is better than Xabi Alonso now just because he's won a harder league. Although Xabi Alonso's achievement was better than Arteta's. But honestly, it's very close, man. It's so close. It's so hard to say. I think Xabi Alonso's period with
By the way,
Chelsea
I've
now
always
will
thought that
determine.
Arteta was better than Xabi Alonso and got slated by my man here. But
Yeah, that's
anyway.
because you're deluded
who?
moron. That's why.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll let it run.
You cannot say Arteta was better than Xabi Alonso up until 2 seasons ago, when one won the league invincible and the other one hadn't won a trophy except the FA
Bro,
Cup.
that
That makes no
didn't know-
sense.
I didn't know how he'd be tested until he gets to Premier League. You know what I mean?
Bro.
Obviously, you get credit for that.
I can value his achievement. I can value his achievement. I think it's a brilliant achievement what he does.
So you want to be accredited without passing the exams and without having the accomplishment, and you hang on that star that you did.
No, but I need to see what he does in the league because Arteta was able to compete, bro. Like, I know people want to sit here and chat shit, bro, but Mikel Arteta to compete with Pep Guardiola's treble team, bro. By the way, treble team, bro. And yes, they beat us home and away. But bro, we were going bad.
What about the slot season?
Exactly. That season was fantastic.
What
Nobody's
about it?
arguing about that. The slot season was disgusting.
And then the next season, taking it to the last day, bro. They had
Great.
to win it
And
against
that was
West Ham.
also really good. Great. That was also good. What about slot season? This is my issue now. Look, honestly, I want to sit here. We can celebrate and all that
He
stuff.
had injuries, bro.
But if you are no, but wait. If you, I honestly don't want to do this. Yeah.
I always win. I always win.
But if you are Arteta, genuinely, because if Arteta Glazers and bum lickers want to do this, we can do that. Yes, you guys were right about this season, but you were wrong about last season. It doesn't work the other way. I don't like the fact that Arteta fans, and by the way, I am an Arteta fan now as well because he's won me the league. I'm not deluded that way. But I'm not. I hate the fact that fans who've been backing him all these years are coming now to say, see, we were right. No, you were right this season, but you were wrong last season. You probably were wrong 2 seasons ago as well, even though I backed him 2 seasons ago. So don't come and give me that crap because, we're right this season, so you were wrong all these other years. No, both can exist. We were right last season, and you were right this season. That's it. It's not that complicated.
No,
Can I just
we
get
were
an
right.
apology?
We were right the last 6 seasons.
Listen, I need.
No, but I
need
don't
an
blame him for
apology.
22-23 because I didn't expect us to challenge. The aim was top 4, and we challenged and finished second. So I cannot blame him for that season because he made a big jump from the previous season of bottling top 4.
From 5th.
Man,
But
it's very simple.
From 5th,
I just need an apology for you, man, saying you wouldn't keep him after winning the league.
No, I wouldn't give you an apology because genuinely, I said this. I remember after. Shut the hell up. Let me explain. Shut the hell up. Let me explain. Let me explain. The reason I'm saying I wouldn't apologize is because, by the way, I apologize for doubting him and saying that he cannot win us the league, and I already apologized about that. I was wrong about that. Saying that I would sack him if he wins the league, and I mentioned that clearly because I didn't think he would change his style. Remember, we had the argument that even if he wins the league, he wouldn't change his style. But against Fulham, exactly. But against Fulham and against West Ham for majority of the game and against Atletico, when he started playing Skelly and he played the style, we changed the style a bit. He showed us that actually I can go a bit more attacking, which is why I said in my head I was like, if he wins the league, I don't mind continuing if he can change the style. Although if you ask me personally right now, hey Ashraf, do you think he'll play a lot more attacking next season? My answer is no. I don't think he plays more attacking next season. Is that enough for us to win the league? Probably, because the other teams will not really challenge us. I don't think we'll have another Pep or Klopp type of Liverpool or City team. But is that good enough to win the Champions League in the long run? I don't think it is. If a better manager is available today, would I remove him and swap him for Arteta? I would. Because I'm not emotionally invested. Right now, you tell me remove Saka and get Yamal, I would do it in a heartbeat. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. This is why when people say, I don't want Mbappe because Mbappe, we have a very nice, harmonious team and he would come and ruin it.
Stupid.
Bro, honestly, shove that opinion up your ass. Like anyone who says that is a deluded moron. No offense. Henry, he said this in the group, so I'm going to quote him. I don't want to discredit him. I want to give him credit for this. Henry had an attitude issue. Henry was someone who had this attitude, not attitude problem like he didn't train or stuff, but he had that ego on the pitch. I want someone with that ego. And Mbappe has the ego, but he has the quality to come with it.
No,
He's a legendary footballer.
You're wrong. They said that Henry was very difficult to deal with in training as well and all of those stuff, bro. He was not.
Which
he was
makes
not
sense,
the type of guy.
because he's that good.
Listen, he was not the type of guy that was late and all of those stuff like Aubameyang did, but he was more like a Kobe Bryant type personality where he was just very hard-headed and and was testing everybody to their limits and just being an asshole. You know what I'm saying? And that was him in training as well. It's not only on the pitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, bro. And Mbappe, by the way, is exactly like that. Mbappe shows up to training. Mbappe works hard from an attacking perspective. People are like, oh, he doesn't run back. I don't want... Honestly, I am sick and tired of these wingers that want to play like fullbacks. I don't want a wing back. Then go get DeMarco or some shit like that. I need an attacker who might not be the best defensively, but is elite going forward. That's why when anyone comes and says, oh, but these guys don't track back, they don't defend. Now, what kind of stupid point is this? The best attackers in world football are not known for their defensive work. That's just the reality. Vinny Jr., Mbappe, Yamal, even Alvarez, Haaland, these guys are not known for tracking back and defending like mad. Kvaratskhelia and the PSG attackers are an exception, but they don't sprint back and defend. What they do is they press really well, which is fine. I want an attacker who can press really well. That's amazing. But to say one of the prerequisites of our attacker has to be that they can sprint back and defend, that is insane. That is insane. And we will never be able to win the Champions League if we don't change that mindset. Because teams that win it don't have that mindset. Unless it's the anomaly. Now, if you guys are saying, hey, we want to be the anomaly and win it like Chelsea, okay, great. But the problem with an anomaly is it's a very low probability. It'll not always go your favor.
And it's not consistent as well.
And it's not consistent, exactly. But if you want to say, no, we want to be like a Bayern, like a PSG, like a Barca, like a Madrid, then that is what's most sustainable to winning Champions Leagues or at least challenging for them season in, season out.
How can it be not?
Especially since we have the best defense in the
How can
world.
it not be sustainable? Like if we're continuously like improving in the Champions League year after year, we get quarters, we get semis, we get the final. Next time we could get.
But that's exactly why. But that's exactly why I said
again and again.
I hear that.
I think Arteta's showing us that he can consistently get.
Can I flip it? Can I
stay there?
I can flip it on you immediately.
Yeah,
Since we've been in the Champions League, we've played 4 difficult teams. We beat one of them and lost to the other 3. So it's not that sustainable. Because the draw helped us this last round. When we played Bayern in the quarterfinals, we got knocked out. The next season, we knocked out Madrid, which is the one team. But then we got knocked out to the next best team, PSG. And this season, the first difficult team we faced, when I say difficult, I mean like top level, we lost to them. Although it was on penalties, I get it. But we still lost. That's my point. So that's what I'm trying to say.
I still think we still played like decent teams in the league phases and all of this stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, fine. Let me ask you this then.
In that, bro, in my opinion.
No, I'm not discrediting. We progressed. That's amazing. But that's exactly why I'm saying now it's time to take the next step in our style that will hopefully actually win us the Champions League. I'll ask all of you guys this. Let's say next season, by some luck, we get another good lucky draw, right? And we reach the final, and we play the same PSG, and we play the exact same style, the same defensive style, 25% possession. We don't change. Nothing changes. Do you guys think we could win it? Do you guys think we'll win it?
Yes.
The same players?
Given the summer that we're about.
Yeah, same players. Let's say same players.
Wait. Would same players? I don't know if Havertz can pull that goal again. You know.
Yeah. The thing is, our goal was also lucky. You know what I'm saying? We gave them a penalty, but our goal was also lucky. So it's one of those situations where, what if we didn't get that lucky goal? What would have happened then? You know what I'm saying? Would we have created the chance? Would we have scored a goal? You know what I'm saying? The one thing about PSG is sometimes you just have the feeling that you're just not going to score against them. You know what I'm saying? And that's the feeling what I got after they got their penalty and scored that 1-1.
But we also never threatened them as well.
We
didn't even try.
Yeah, I said we're not going to score against these guys, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the last time I felt this way was the semi-final the year before when we played them as well. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Sometimes they just control that game so well that they just give you the feeling of, I'm not going to get the possession, let alone score a goal. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them, bro. And Ashraf is right. if we go with this exact team next year to the final, yes, I will back them, and yes, they will show fight again. Yes, it will be very hard for PSG to score, but we will still have that one problem that I mentioned, and more of us mentioned at the beginning of the stream, which is we could not string 3-4 passes together. We had 25% possession, as Ashraf said, in the 4 parts of the game that we played. You know what I'm saying? So
This is
at
why.
the end of the day, yeah.
Go on.
What were you saying?
No, I was just gonna say this is why, and I maybe that's the next point of discussion that Saad wanted to bring up. This is why, by the way, if we are signing Rogers as a left winger, I think that's a terrible, terrible mistake. This is why if we are, actually no, let me before that T, and obviously Sami and Saad as well. Do you guys think Arteta will change his style next season and play more attacking football
According
across
to
the season?
reports, yes.
No,
Yeah,
I don't care
I
about
need to-
reports. In your opinion,
I need to get that.
Give me
report.
your opinion.
Another fraud
Yes, I
asked
do.
this me as well
Yes, I do.
before. You know what I'm saying? He asked me the same question.
Which
Oh,
fraud?
sorry, I'm just kidding, bro.
By
No,
the way-
it was
by the
Sami
way,
is
I
a fraud.
do,
Yeah.
yeah.
By the way, I do, and I said this because I was even saying this before we even won any Premier.
No, I said he must, and he should. He has no reason anymore to be this timid, to be this, oh, let's just get this over the line one way or another mentality. He doesn't have to anymore. He can add
T,
more attacking qualities
only
in this
Sa-
team.
Only Saad answered the question. You said he must. We know he must. Do you think he will? If you had to make a prediction now, because don't be like Igal. I asked Igal a question similar to this yesterday, and he gave me a political answer. Do you think
I'm
he
not
will?
giving you a political answer. I'm saying what he needs to do. Okay.
Which we agree on. Do you think he will though?
The thing is, Ashraf, I know this guy, and I know his ego, and I know his stubbornness. I think he will continue this next season.
Exactly. That's what I agree with you. I think he's
And-
going to look at it and
But
say,
unless
Yeah.
unless maybe when we get more attacking signings and more quality up front, maybe that will inspire him to play more like we played against Fulham, because we need that. If we play like that, that's good enough for me. I don't know about you
guys,
guys.
you know why I don't think that'll happen, and I hope you're right, T. You know how we say our attackers suck, right? Our attackers are brain dead. We have some brain dead attackers. They're not good enough, blah, blah. You know how we all say that, right? Arteta doesn't believe that. Because Arteta fought to have some of these players. Arteta fought to keep Martinelli. Arteta pushed to get Madueke. Arteta pushed to get Havertz. So we all believe these guys are garbage. Maybe Arteta thinks Jesus
No,
is garbage.
no, Ash. I want to address the elephant in the room. I have a problem with Arteta when it comes to the development of the attackers. His track record is shit. If you're gonna talk to me about all the attackers that we have, right? We're gonna talk about, okay, we have Martinelli, Trossard, Gyökeres. I mean, Havertz was signed as a midfield, but okay, let's count him. Jesus, Madueke, Saka. You want to throw in Odegaard as well? Okay, Odegaard, Eze. All of these players regressed, and this is a horrendous, a track record. I haven't seen a single player, and I kept echoing the same shit over and over, that he doesn't develop attackers. I have problem with that.
He did develop.
You know,
Guys, and this is why.
yeah,
is
sure,
a lie.
Sad. Maybe you. When you were
And
talking
and this
world,
is
maybe.
why-
I haven't
No,
seen,
no,
you
no.
know.
That's a fucking lie, bro. 22-23.
Yeah.
When we challenged, what did he do to attackers, bro? Saka and Martinelli going crazy, bro. Scoring
Exactly,
goals,
but from
goals,
that point,
goals.
Sad, from that
Winning,
point
bro.
where
Nah,
Martinelli
they're not debunking his
exploded,
point, bro.
you know,
You're not
Martinelli
debunking his point.
exploded at that moment.
bottling his point,
Odegaard
bro.
starts
That's
scoring a lot.
that's
Hold
developing and developing an
on.
attacker, bro. What are you talking
Sure,
about, bro?
sure. From that moment where Martinelli scored 15 goals, you know, when Odegaard scored, I don't know how many goals, you know, until this moment, did they regress or did they improve?
They
There was
regressed.
injuries. There was all types of stuff that played a factor to that.
Martinelli
You're
did have
blaming it on
injuries.
the manager.
Oh.
You're blaming it
Odegaard
on the
was
Okay, let's
manager
just say this.
when
Oh.
people
Let's
had
just say this.
injuries.
We
People had this.
get the one player that Arteta, quote unquote, improved. I still don't believe that it was, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Arteta's
Havertz.
doing. No. Saka.
Oh.
Yeah, because
What about
Saka
Marco?
Even him, he
Big
Big
regressed.
up
bro.
Marco for
Then
becoming a new
Wait,
member. Big
T,
up
T,
Marco,
T,
bro.
No,
T,
no,
T,
no,
you're the
listen,
fraud,
listen,
T.
listen.
You
Listen.
you're the
When is
fraud,
the
T.
last
You
time-
came to me. You came to me in the previous stream. You told me, no, he's a fraud. He's a fraud, man. No, I'm gonna expose him here. He told me
you
I
don't
shared
listen to me, you don't listen to me.
a
I am with you.
video of
I am with
Saka
you, Sami.
2019. Okay,
Sami, he's
Uh-huh.
agreeing
am
with
with
you,
you, so-
bro.
okay,
Relax,
listen
relax.
to me.
T.
Listen to me.
Mm.
I am with you. I'm
Actually, don't
saying
let T
that
land, bro.
Saka right now has regressed in the last 2 seasons. It's a fact.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because that was the quote unquote only player that Arteta improved up front. And now we have seen a Saka in these last 1.5 seasons. Yes, he had a good game against Real Madrid, but consistently, Saka has been not the same player ever since that injury. Ever since all of that happened, Saka has slowed down. He looks like, how should I say? You know, when players get older, especially pacey players like
Looks
Robert
like
and all
Wayne
of those guys,
Grealish.
when they get older, 30 plus, they slow down. So they find this new way of playing. You know what I'm saying? Instead of dribbling past players, they just pass more and they look for the long balls and shoot outside the box. You know what I'm saying? They change their style of play because they are older. They slow down. Bro, Saka has become 30 plus at age 24. You know what I'm saying? And so, yes, Arteta has improved Saka, according to you guys, the only player, you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, he has improved none of those players. And if anything, Saka regressed. So now you don't even have the Saka argument anymore. You know what I'm saying? So where do we go from here?
Listen,
Yeah, and
for
this is
me-
exactly why I don't.
I want you to answer that. Where do we go from here?
Sad
Where
answer.
do we go
Answer
from
it.
here? In regards to what? In
No,
regards
because
to did he
you-
improve?
you
I
said
told you guys
22,
already that injuries played a part to these guys' is regression and these guys' ability not to play. Martinelli had an injury that took him out for more than half of season. Saka had injuries and tore his freaking hamstring or whatever. Yeah. Erdegaard has been plagued with injuries in regards to ankle injuries and this injury and knee injuries. Like, for me, I don't think that Arteta has regressed them. I think that injuries have regressed them. And maybe you can still say that falls on Arteta's shoulders because maybe he overplayed the players and he didn't bring in players and he wasn't rotating players. If you want to have that conversation, I'm happy to have that conversation. If you want to say, okay, I think Arteta has regressed them because he played them for this game and this game.
No,
and
no,
this
no, no,
doesn't
I'm
give
not
it a
saying
game.
that. I'm not
But
saying
you
that.
lot are trying to
I'm
say
saying-
that the
I'm
play,
saying-
style of play
saying-
has hold on. You lot are trying to say that the style of play is what has regressed them, and playing this defensive football is what has regressed them. When I don't think so. I don't think that's.
No,
I
it's
think
not
it has.
only that.
I think it has regressed.
It's not, but it's a part of that. But it's not only that. When you defend the whole game, or when you defend for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and now you suddenly have to attack, bro, you don't have the energy to attack. You know what I'm saying? That's why style of play is very important for these players' fitness as well. Because Rice, let's be real, Rice is an amazing player. But at the last month or two, you know what I'm saying? He didn't look like the same Rice because he was overplayed one of the most. You know what I'm saying? He was knackered after every game. So at the end of the day, when you overplay these players, this shit happens. And with Saka, it happened as well. So Arteta not only needs to rotate more, but he also needs to look at himself and say, maybe I need to hire someone like Nicholas Jover that can help me improve attackers. You know what I'm saying? Because he cannot do this. You know?
Yes.
He
Well,
cannot.
Listen, on the style of play, obviously I put on that or I put in that that report that came out from Gary Jacobs, which has specified that which has specified that Arteta's looking for star players that have that star ability. Do you know what I mean? He apparently he wants to change his style of play to be a bit more attacking and to play on the front foot. Do you know what I mean? Because yes, he's got the defense, and now if you play on the front foot, you get players. He was asked whether he wants to replicate the way that PSG play in the press conference after the Champions League final. And what did he say? Yes, I want that individual ability, the player to be able to pull something out of the bag.
Bro,
like
but the
Kvaratskhelia
reality is
or a
PSG
Dembele.
don't. PSG don't play that way just because their attack is great. Like people keep talking about build up, and stuff like that. The reason why we're bad is because we don't build up that well. The reason why we don't
but
build
I
up
know-
that well.
But hold on, Ash. I know what you're gonna say. Yeah.
What am I gonna say?
They're trained constantly to build up and to always look forward, and they're trained to attack more than they defend, which puts them in a better position where no matter what happens, they
No,
will
but
keep
also the
controlling
manager
that ball.
That
embraces
wasn't what I
them,
was
and
gonna
they will
say.
attack
That wasn't what I was
brilliantly.
gonna say. What I was gonna say is build up happens from the keeper, the defense, and the midfield, not the attack. So even if our attackers are garbage, that is not the reason why we don't build up well. Because our defenders and our midfielders and our keeper are more than good enough to build from the back and carry the ball forward. Because we actually have some world-class players in those positions that can actually play the pass and beat the press and pass the ball forward. Where I blame the attack is when it comes to the final third, the decision making, the poor decision making, I should say, the poor shooting, the poor finishing. Fair enough, that's on the attack. That's what I think. Yes, we need to upgrade on some attackers. But if people think us getting world-class attackers will suddenly get us to build a lot better, it's not. One of two things has to happen, right? Either we get some Pedri or Vitinha level midfielders in this team that can carry the ball. Even in an Arteta system, they can still build really well because they are that elite on the ball. Or we keep the current midfield, which I actually think is really good, and we change the way we build. We actually take that risk. We actually say, you remember that moment in the game, guys, when in the final, when Skelly got the ball in the middle, he turned and he made a run with the ball in the middle. He shrugged off Vitinha and he kept going, and he passed to Saka. And Saka then took on Nuno Mendes and squared it inside, and Safanov came and touched it just before it came to Trossard. That was because Skelly took a risk. Because Skelly got the ball in the middle, said, actually, I think I can make that run, and he carried the ball all the way from the middle. We either need more midfielders like this in this Arteta system, or Arteta has to change the system, in which case, yes, now we need to start getting better attackers. In both cases, actually, we need to get better attackers. But I think getting better attackers will not improve us that much if the system doesn't change. Unless these attackers... Unless these attackers... Wallahi, last thing. Unless these attackers are Yamal, Mbappe level...
No, but hold on. Before you talk about Yamal and these levels, Ash, I'm sorry, but yes, you're right. Building up starts from the midfield, from the back. I totally agree with you. But however, my concern is when you have a high potential player. We all sat here a year and a half ago or 2 years saying Saka was one of the best right wingers in the world, right? We were all, as Arsenal fans, sat here saying Saka is in the same table as Yamal's and Mbappe. So for me, from that point,
not Mbappe, but I get your point.
But high level, let's say at a very high level.
Yeah.
From that point, you should embrace Saka to go to the next level, right? Not to regress. And that is the difference between Enrique, for instance, and Arteta. If you look at PSG, they got arguably a reject from Barca, Ousmane Dembele. They got Doué from nowhere. And they got Kvara, who had a high potential from Napoli, and he built this insane attack. And this is where I urge Arteta to find the potential in the players and embrace them instead of trying to adapt them to whatever style that he wants, the possession-based football or conservative or pragmatic football. And that is the key thing that Arteta is missing, that how to embrace the attack and take them to the next level.
Let me, Ash.
I agree.
Let me propose this to you, yeah? I don't think it's a problem of Arteta doesn't want to take the risk because he is thinking about, let me defend rather than attack. Let me go to my best strength, which is to defend rather than attack. Can I put a proposition to you, which I think Arteta doesn't trust these attackers. No matter what happens, he's got these attackers. I don't think he trusts them. Do you know that? Until he gets a top attacker, because anytime he's played like an attacking way, anytime he plays an attacking way, you get hurt. Since he had that season in the 2022-23 and he played that attacking style, he's never gone back. Because he knows that
what do you mean? What do you mean whenever? Could you explain? What do you mean whenever he plays that way he gets hurt? When did he do that for you to know he got hurt?
he knows that he's got attacking players, but they're not good enough to score the amount of goals that another team can do it. Another team.
How do you
like-
know that's sad? I'm asking, how do you know? How do you know he thinks the attackers are not good?
Because
enough?
even when we have had games where we've played the attacking style and played on the front foot, players miss chances.
We won.
and a lot of chances,
and we won games comfortably, like Fulham, like Aston Villa, like Leeds home and away. We actually won comfortably when we attacked and pressed. That's not
There
true
was-
at all.
No,
And
hold on,
how can
hold
you
on,
say he
hold
doesn't?
on,
There's
How can you
also-
say he doesn't trust attackers?
Everton away. We played attacking style of football in the
And we
Everton
played
away
really
game.
well.
Everton
really
away
well that
game,
game.
and then we needed to fall to a penalty. That's how we won.
First of all, the penalty came in the first half. The penalty came in the first half. No, wait. The penalty came in the first half.
let's
The
not-
chances
let's
we
not
missed
do
were
that,
in the
bro.
second half,
There are
and that's an anomaly game. City, the best attack in the league, had many games where they missed bare sitters. They went to play against Burnley, they won 1-0, and they missed 3-4 sitters that game. That can happen. But if you look at majority of the games where we played attacking football, we actually played really well and we scored a bunch of goals.
But
And to debunk your point about the players, which is such garbage, you cannot say he doesn't trust the attackers and then he insists on them not being sold. He insists on getting Madueke. He insists on
that's
getting
kind of
Havertz.
contradictory.
No,
yeah.
because I
That's
insist.
very
I
contradictory.
don't think he insists on keeping them. I think that he wants to, and they want to improve other positions which they think are more important than attack because they do it at stages.
We had inquiries about Martinelli this summer, and the club basically through journalists came out saying Arsenal have no intention of selling. Why do you think that is?
Because they.
Why do you think the
maybe-
club came out saying we have no intention of selling?
They weren't looking at getting a left winger. They weren't looking at spending money on attacker because they wanted. to
But
Sad-
that's my
independent
point.
is-
Because
is-
the
is-
manager,
is-
because the manager rates them. That's why. Because the manager rates Martinelli.
No, because they want this whole rebuild thing they've been doing in stages, bro. They were working on the defense.
Sad.
Then
You're-
they moved
the
to
manager-
midfield.
Just know, if it was up to
What are
Arteta,
you
we would have
on
had Sesko
about?
right now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If it was
Bro,
up to
the
Arteta,
manager,
we would have had Sesko right
the
now.
manager signed Madueke and played him. All the stuff they were saying in the summer. Oh, by the way, he's planning to play Madueke on the left. I was like, there's no way, guys, he's going to do that. And he actually played him on the left wing in the beginning until
Bro,
it didn't
Ashraf,
work and said, oh, damn.
Ashraf,
What do you
apparently he was already a Madueke enthusiast before because Edu had to reject him and say no, we're not going to buy Madueke.
Exactly.
saying?
So don't give me that
Apparently that
nonsense. He
happened as
wants
well.
these attackers. He rates these attackers. He pushed to get Nketiah to stay on. He pushed to get Reece Nelson to stay on. He has, unfortunately, a blind side when it comes to attackers. He actually doesn't know how to rate quality when it comes to the attacking side of the game. That's just the reality, which is why he plays that style, because he thinks this is the way to win multiple
Yeah.
trophies.
Thank God we have Berta now that can actually help him finding
up
these
Berta.
attackers that are actually good enough. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, with Edu and when it was jobs for the boys, when it was all of that going on at this club, we bought Arteta players, and that was also a big part in why we didn't win the league in years before. You know what I'm saying? We bought players that were not good enough at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? We were linked with Caicedo. We bring in Jorginho and those guys. You know what I'm saying? Jorginho, he can put in a shift. You know what I'm saying? Those type of signings. So at the end of the day, we now have Berta, and Arteta needs to listen to Berta and Berta only, and listen to what he brings up to him when it comes to attackers, and put it on his table and say, listen, these are the attackers that suit us. Pick one. You know what I'm saying? And not push for players like Madueke. You know what I'm saying?
See, is it fair to say that maybe Saad was conflating that he didn't maybe trust the bench more to rotate players, and the play style that we had where we use smoke teams 5-0, 4-0, 5-0, and then go into the second half of the season where the players look completely depleted, right? And we cannot keep up this pace of football for the entirety of the season, and that's why we always dip round about Feb, March, and that's where you see the regression of the entirety of the team. Plus that he didn't trust the bench at that time; they were not good enough, to rotate, and that's why we've fallen short. And that's why 22-23 we fell short, 23-24 we fell short, and ultimately last season you just said it, Saad.
We were very balanced in 23-24. You know what I'm saying?
No,
We just didn't have the
I
quality.
thought.
We were screaming for a striker because we had Kai Havertz up front.
Yeah, but still,
You know
we
what I'm
scored a
saying?
bunch of goals and we used to smoke a lot of teams, but yet we didn't rotate, right? And that's
Yes,
why
but
we're the
bro,
team start.
volume is not the same as scoring goals when it matters. You know what I'm saying? We were
I
beating,
agree.
listen, we were beating teams like Burnley 5-0, West Ham 6-0, and all
Yes,
those
yes,
type of
yes.
teams. You know what I'm saying? Nobody at the end of
Yes.
the day, yes, you need to win these smaller games, but they were also inflated goals. But when it went to goals that mattered and actually go in clutch moments, those players that did not score those clutch goals because they were lacking in quality and bottom. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting to the point. I mean, maybe we're not seeing the more attack because there's instructions from Arteta that's saying, okay, guys, we want to score 1-2 goals and we want to conserve energy so that we can, distribute that energy across the whole season instead of
Sure,
putting
but
it
do it when it's
putting it in a
2-3-0,
whole.
not 1-0. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't
Yeah, I
have
agree
1-0.
with you. I agree with you. But however, I mean, 13 games, 1-0 this season, by the way. 13 wins, that is 1-0 this season. Somehow it
There you
worked
go.
out for him,
Well,
and it could have went wrong, completely wrong. I mean, if a couple of draws here and there, I think, we would have missed out on this season as well. But however, for me, I think, and you said it to T earlier in the stream, you said we need to find the balance, right? Between how we play an attacking football and when to defend and conserve energy and have that kind of balance. The players, on the other hand, I think, all the attackers now, currently in the current status of the players, attacking players, are really bad. We need to improve. We need to get the Morgan Rogers. We need to get an elite left wingers. We need to get, somebody that can help in the midfield as well. So for me, it has to be on Berta as well to find those players, but it's also on Arteta to change the style because, like Ash said, I don't think this is sustainable. I don't think this can win you multiple trophies across multiple seasons. And that's it, man. I think it is doable. Arteta's young; he should be able to learn. It's a learning curve. I know he's been here at 6 years, going to 7 years at Arsenal Football Club. But still, he is considered to be a young manager, and he should be still learning how to improve his gameplay and adopting the best ideas out there. If you lose to PSG, one of the greatest team, then learn from them. If you lose to X or Y or Z, then learn from them.
I promise you guys, he will not change his style at all. And look, honestly, I think we'll win the league even if he doesn't change his style because I don't think the other teams are that competitive unless something crazy happens in the summer transfer window. But until he changes his style, we have no chance of winning the Champions League in my opinion. Okay, not no chance because I'm not
So you
going to
don't
say
rate
we definitely
Maresca
can.
or Areola, for example, Liverpool?
I rate them, but not enough to usurp the gap that is currently there between the two
listen,
teams,
if
in my opinion.
Maresca or Areola win the title in their first year, then Arteta should get sacked, in my opinion. You cannot let that happen. Listen, like actually, bro,
we cannot have this conversation now, T.
Listen, I have a lot of respect to Liverpool, not City, but I have to Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? But listen, bro, Slot had Mo Salah having his best season of all ever. I think you know what I'm saying. So Areola does not have the same luxury. He goes to a team that's now pretty dysfunctional. He needs to fix up Slot's mess that he left. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, maybe Isak start balling out. Maybe Vert start balling out.
Yeah. But like I said, at the end of the day, we should still win this league next season. We should go back to back. And I'm not
we're
saying
favorites. I agree with you. We're favorites.
If you let other guys that are new and in a rebuild, so to say, because Liverpool are also going through a big change. Konate left and possibly McAllister is leaving. You know what I'm saying? Rio Gamoa, apparently Liverpool rejected the bid for Rio Gamoa, but Rio Gamoa apparently verbally agreed with Bayern München, so maybe he's looking to go away from Liverpool.
Really?
So yeah, that's what what was the guy? Plettenberg? Plettenberg?
Plettenberg,
yeah. But Liverpool did reject it straight away. They say he's untouchable. But apparently Rio Gamoa did agree verbally with Bayern München or something. You know
I heard they agreed with Diomande. Diomande.
Yeah, but he's also 19 years old. You cannot expect him to go out straight away and ball out and win a league. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say is, I respect Liverpool, like I said. I respect Iraola, but I do believe that we should still win the league over them. Is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, Very
100%. 100%. Son, you fraud.
Yes, sir.
What about this Monga guy? Do you know anything about him?
Yes. So let's move on, man. Jeremy Monga, man, top talent. They said that they were gonna put a heavy investment in. I don't know why you're laughing like that.
Because you're saying it as if you know who he is and
no,
top
but
talent.
From what,
Like,
but no, but from what the professionals, from what
The next best
scouts
thing.
say, from what scouts say, do you know what I mean? Like, listen, I thought that
I haven't
Ben
watched him. I
Mattison-
don't know.
I thought that Ben Mattison guy was a schmuck, bro. I can't lie. This guy is actually on point, bro. This guy's rated him, and he's the scout for Como, bro. Do you know what I mean? So it's mind games, by the way. But yeah, man. Listen, a lot of the scouts, a lot of the people that analyze football and at a professional level have said that he's a top talent, a brilliant talent. Do you know what I mean?
He's considered homegrown,
16
right?
Years old.
As well.
Yeah. And at 16 years old, do you know what I mean? And apparently he's agreed with us. He's given us priority. He's given us priority. The Berta sat down with him and his family, and basically said to him, "Listen, we're going to give you the same avenue as Max Dowman. You see what Max Dowman is doing? We want to give you that, but on the left. So you can come to Arsenal. You can be, you can be the future with us. Do you know what I mean? We want you as the future. Now, how it will look with Ethan Wanyeri possibly going on loan? Do you know what I mean? Apparently, a loan is not out of the question for Monga either when he comes in. Which, listen, for me, I've always said this, man. These young'uns that we've got in our team, bro, send these man out. I don't want them going to Spain. I don't want them going to France. I don't want them going to Timbuktu or freaking Kazakhstan. No, I want them to go to a Premier League club and sit there in the Premier League and show me what you're about. If you're a top talent, you will be in Premier League teams and you will be top. Do you know what I mean? Especially in an attacking team. Do you know how many? You know, you could have sent Ethan Wanyeri last season, bro, to Iraola at Bournemouth, and then you could have just had him there, bro, and had him like playing in that attacking style and see how he progresses, see how he flourishes into a good player.
Newcastle are interested.
Yeah, Newcastle is what Ethan Wanyeri is looking at now. And listen, I'm all up for having these guys playing in Premier League teams, because you need to play at the level that you're gonna play at if you play at for Arsenal. You know, I don't want you playing at a lesser level, and I expect Jeremy Monga hopefully to get loaned out, and I'm hoping that we do the same with him. But yeah, I don't know.
Listen, I want to keep him.
But
And
it looks, now
considering,
that being discussed,
and also adding to that,
like we
maybe
are.
a bombshell for you guys. But considering for what's available in the market, I would also keep Ben White.
I mean, we probably have to keep Ben White because of his injury, no?
No, but injury aside, Ashraf, look at the market realistically. Which right back right now tells you he's just as good, if not better, than Ben White, that is available right now that we can buy?
I mentioned names for you. Coyote, remember
Bro.
that Italian guy?
Yeah.
There's
but-
Livramento, but he'll cost too much. That's a problem.
No, but listen,
Injury prone as
Livramento is
fuck.
injury prone. His injury list is insane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's his biggest issue. He's basically another Calafiori. You know, it's basically that type of situation.
That's a
And
good
if you
name.
look
That's
at
a good
other
shout
players
from
like,
Allier.
Palestra.
What did Alier say?
Mm.
Who's Palestra?
Palestra.
I don't even know who this
I
is.
heard a lot about him, but I never watched him, honestly. He plays in Syria. I think Bologna, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, but is he better than Ben White?
I didn't watch him. I just heard about
Can I
him.
be honest with you?
No,
too,
but
though?
all I'm saying is,
Ben White.
you can name me 10 players right now. You cannot find many right backs that are better than Ben White, and to sell him and buy a worse right back is not the way to go about it, in my opinion. We would just waste money.
But you want somebody who can come in, who's healthy, and can come in and give you good performances. For me, Ben
And
White,
challenge
yeah,
Timber as well.
yeah, but okay, I don't know if they're going to challenge.
No,
first.
nobody can challenge Timber,
But-
bro.
Nobody
Yeah,
can
I don't know
challenge
if they're
Timber
gonna-
except
I don't know if they're
Hakimi.
gonna
Nobody
challenge
can.
Timber.
You want somebody who
Personally.
will.
Maybe
right?
Reece James.
Yeah, so bring in Reece James as a backup, innit? But this is the thing, man. This is the thing. This is the thing. Yeah, like for me, yeah. I look at
It's
Ben
not
White.
FIFA, son.
Yes, Ben. I listen. Just slap him.
Bro, he would
Slap
never
him with
join
that-
us. Imagine
with
him
that
joining us.
150k, bro. 150k a week. Do you know what I mean? Slap
Why
him.
not, man? We'll snatch from him like they snatched
Tell
Ashley
him,
Cole.
tell him, listen. I will put a Premier League in your cabinet, mate. Yeah, if you give me 1 year, bro. You know what I mean? Backup player, but you know what I mean. It is what it is. But listen, from what I'm seeing a bit about Ben White attacking wise is brilliant, bro. But still, defending, it's shaky, bro. It's dark when he defends, bro. It's not, bro. He's not that guy.
Only against
bro.
pacey wingers, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna come up against, bro. Everybody's buying up pacey wingers now. Everybody's buying up these Yan Diamondes and teams.
Yeah,
are
but
looking
but that's where you
Koora.
have Timber. But when you have to attack, you put in Ben White.
Bro,
Am I wrong?
For me, I think Ben White. Firstly, physically he's done, injury wise, and then secondly, I just think defensively he's not got it at the moment.
Yeah,
I
but
appreciate
some-
Ben White
we
for
also need
everything
to
that
give him
he's
a break
done,
because
but
we didn't really give him a chance to recover. We played him while injured, and when he recovered, when he came back from injury, we played him straight away. And you know what I'm saying, he had a lot of game time under him. So I don't know. I do believe that we need to cut him some slack as well. Personally,
I'm happy with us not buying a single defender and just keeping our current defenders, honestly. I think where we need to really invest is in the attack, and I don't want to hear Rogers in the attack. I don't want to hear some substandard names. We need like an Alvarez. We need Mika Guts, bro. I've been watching more and more clips of this guy, bro.
Man,
I don't want anyone else now, honestly. I
First
just
of all,
want
you're
Mika
saying his
Guts.
name wrong.
Leao is available.
What's his
Yeah,
name?
it's me-
Mika
it's-
Guts,
it's-
no?
it's Mika
Guts.
Guts.
Mika Guts. It's not. I want Mika
Come on,
Guts,
brother,
bro.
man.
I don't want anyone else, man. Get me Alvarez, get me Mika Guts, and get me Morgan Rogers as a 10. Oh my god, this team will
Bro,
be
the
saucy
thing
next
is,
season.
Ashraf. The thing is, Ashraf, when you looked at Mudrik when we were linked with him, but because this is, remember these
Yeah,
conversations
bro,
that
I
we
was-
had,
Mm.
that people.
No, but I
think that
never
it's
liked
going to be-
Mudrik at Shakhtar.
No.
I never liked
Hey.
Mudrik at Shakhtar.
But listen,
I was just about to
when
say.
you look at Mika Guts, he is just so much more comfortable on the ball. It's insane. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm actually
ball
gonna
is
watch.
deep.
I'm
It
actually-
sticks to his feet. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those guys, bro.
I'm gonna watch
Very
another
good dribbling.
compilation while you guys are
Yeah,
talking.
he
right now.
scored a wonder goal this season, the Ankara Messi goal,
Yeah, and Ankara
Just-
Messi goal.
He just dribbled
Bro,
everybody.
listen, Ajax, like I said, Ajax, when they produce, they produce. You know what I'm saying? These days, it's not many.
And they produced.
but- and these guys bought him from Genk when he was very young. You know what I'm saying? The Belgium team. He played in the under 19s for Ajax, improved him, and now he became one of their first team players. And he got like 35 GA last season, 36, 35 GA or something. You know what I'm saying? And this guy is, how old is he, Ashraf? Like 19 or something?
20.
20?
He's 20.
20,
He's
yeah?
turning 21 this year. He's turning 21 this year.
Yeah, there you go. Very, very good player. And Ajax wants 75 million for him. So it's going to be a very interesting
Mind
race
games. Mind games.
for this player.
Nah, but I don't think. To be honest, I think I trust Berta, man. He'll drop that down a few notches, bro, because he knows how to. And listen, here's the thing. Right now, we don't know what's happening. We don't know what's going on because Berta will throw so many he'll throw so many things out there. You don't know what's real and what's fake. You don't know what we're actually chasing and what's just been put out there is just like a bait to take away the stragglers.
But he approaches multiple targets simultaneously. That's
of
why
course. He talks to.
you'll hear
to
news
5-6
here and there.
5-6
Yeah.
players is completely the opposite from Edu. So do you know what I mean? Where he can focus on multiple different targets, be talking to 5-6 different people at the same
Yeah.
time, bro. Well, not at the same time, but in the same time frame. Do you know what I mean? He can talk to 5-6 different people. So listen, for me, I'm not as against Rogers as obviously Ash is. Ash is completely against him, but
No, I'm against
I'm
Rogers
not-
as the left winger.
I'm not
I'm
against
all
him
for
as a-
Rogers as a 10.
I mean, I'm not against him as a left winger. I think he's got the
Yeah,
ability. He done a lot
I
of-
would get
he's done a lot
Rogers,
of good
but
work.
in the midfield.
He's another Eza on the left, bro. Honestly,
Nah,
Anyways,
I
continue.
think he's had a lot of good games on the left. For Aston
No, I
Villa.
said I said this to Sami as well on his stream before this. I said if we buy Rogers for the left wing, if he would be our left wing signing, it would just be another Eze situation where he plays there a few games, it doesn't look good, and we fall back to our older players like Trossard and Martinelli. You know what I'm saying? That scenario is more likely to happen with Rogers as well. If we buy Rogers, he should be the midfielder, and we should, for me, sell Ødegaard and replace him with Rogers.
That's what
in
I
my
personally
opinion.
think. That's what I personally.
Bro,
think.
here's the thing.
I
If
personally
you
think
guys
that
think,
Ødegaard- I personally
go
think that Ødegaard's gone. I think that Ødegaard's gonna go.
I hope so. I hope he's gone.
I
To
think
be
they're
honest,
gonna
but
sell him. I think they're gonna get a lot of money for Ødegaard because Ødegaard is still a top player. And then
I hope he joins the other side. You know what I'm saying?
No, broski, he's joining you. Yeah, your pops is gonna be watching Prime Martin Ødegaard.
Yeah, but
for
listen-
Galatasaray. Yes!
Yeah, but I'm happy. I'm
Big
happy
up-
with that. You know
hold on,
why?
hold on. Big up T's dad and big up T's uncle. Yeah, Galatasaray, loud and proud. Yeah, big up to them because these men are doing
Big up.
favors. Do you know what I mean? Galatasaray rise. Do you know what I mean? We were there.
No, listen.
yeah?
I would like Ødegaard at Galatasaray purely because of the fact that our Galatasaray's coach, he plays like Klopp. You know what I'm saying? And I would love to see Ødegaard in that type of system.
For
Put him
attacking.
there. Yeah, very attacking. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if he plays in a system like that, maybe he will get his old spark back and plays like the Ødegaard we've seen in 2022,
Bro,
2023.
him and Osimhen would be a filthy
Bro.
duo, bro.
Bro.
I'm telling you, bro. Them linking up.
And also, by the way, maybe a TKA exclusive. It's not an exclusive. It's all over Twitter. Leao is also heavily linked with Galatasaray.
Nah,
And now
bro,
that he's-
apparently
now that
he's going to the
50
Prem.
million-
interview and said,
No, listen.
I think he's going to be
50
either Arsenal or United. I don't think he's going to
No,
go.
listen. He's 50 million, so Galatasaray can go for him and promise him tax-free money that other teams cannot. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them, bro. And you also play Champions League. You play with Osimhen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
If United get rid of Rashford and free up that salary from their books, I think they're going to chase Leao.
Would you guys take Rashford at Arsenal?
no.
no, God, no.
But
Guys,
as a
if
backup
we are
option.
gonna play the same, if we are gonna play the
I'm telling
same
you,
style,
Barcelona are gonna keep this guy, bro. I'm telling you, Barcelona.
if we're gonna play the
like
same
this.
style as last season, we need mental attackers like we have, because we're not gonna get a lot of chances, and the chances we get, we have to absolutely bury them inside. Get me Alvarez.
You know, I
get
post
me
your
Miko.
opinion,
Pull
guys.
up
I
Aaron's
would take
comments,
Rash.
Pull up Aaron's comments, Seth.
Ødegaard will be the only guy to go ahead and piss his head.
Hey, man, listen, the fans will be on him, that's for sure. Allah, actually.
Big up. But listen, I listen. For
But
me,
no, Ashraf will still think we're shit, and you know what I'm saying, we're irrelevant, not important. You know what I'm saying?
I never said you're shit and irrelevant. You're shit compared to like Premier League teams. That's what I said.
like top.
Yeah, but we went to the final 16, so hold.
Yeah, then you got smashed by Liverpool, no?
Yeah, which is
Oh,
understandable. What do you
Who
expect?
then? Who
know
then?
what I'm saying?
who
Wait,
then
wait,
got-
wait,
who
no,
then
no,
got
no, no.
smashed By
It's not-
PSG.
It's not understandable with this Liverpool. This Liverpool is garbage.
Who then
No,
got
it
you
is
want
smashed by
understandable
PSG,
with
by
this
the way.
Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? Because they
No, this
turned
Li-
up that game. Ask Aaron, bro. Aaron, did you not turn up that game like none before? You know, I
You
think
won
that
two
was your
games
best
against
game
them.
on
You
the
won
slot.
You won 2 games against them in the same season.
Yeah, but bro, they
Yeah,
were
they
at
1-0,
Anfield.
1-0.
We had no fans as well. That was the best game that Slot had played, I think. You know what I'm saying?
But
Okay,
listen,
enough about Galatasaray. Enough about Galatasaray.
yeah, let's
move back
speak
to
about
Arsenal.
let's speak about Arsenal because listen, man, this is a big window. They're looking to spend upwards of 400 mil is what I'm hearing. So you know what I mean. We're looking to have like a summer like last summer.
I think 300 guaranteed, and depending on the exits
Yeah,
and the
exits-
sales.
the exits could give it more.
It has to be on quality, not on quantity. I hope so.
Yeah, I agree.
So who-
But first,
so-
I think.
so. Oh, okay.
Go ahead,
What were
son.
you gonna
No,
say?
go ahead, son. No, I just
was
said
gonna-
we need to
I was
get
gonna-
out of the dead wood, bro. We need to get rid of Jesus,
No, I think they will. One thing
Trossard,
that
and
was
all
said.
these players.
One thing that
man.
was said by David Ornstein is like their main aim at the end of this season in this summer transfer window is outgoings. They really
Yeah, we need
want to
to offload.
focus on outgoings, getting players out, and not like giving players away. Like Odegaard, look, they've demanded 20 million pounds. They've demanded for Odegaard. So they're not.
You mean
they're not-
Jesus 20 mil?
Sorry, Jesus. Sorry, for Jesus.
Yeah,
20
Odegaard, that
million
was
pounds.
mad.
Yeah, 20 million pounds for Jesus. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
they're not sitting here fucking about. They're saying, yo, if you want our player, come get him. You have to pay the real money. You're not gonna sit here and get him for.
Nobody will
5
pay
million
that
or
because of his
7
high
million.
salary, bro.
No, there will be players there will be clubs that will pay that, bro. There will be. I can
He's
see
in very
clubs
high
paying that,
wages, man.
especially with Berta and his connections as well. There will be players who will play that. Oh, funny enough, I just seen something here. Juventus have approached Arsenal for Gabriel Jesus. Funny enough,
Take
this
him.
Oh,
new guy.
good
this
luck
new
to
guy
them.
from this new guy called Freelance Harry, bro. Which this guy has actually.
Bro, that
been
sounds
calling
like
shit.
some random bomb. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, hold
Some
on.
random-
Hold on. Ash, I promise you, bro, this guy has actually been calling shit, bro. I swear, I've been listening to him, bro.
So what is the new
It's not-
ITK?
It's not only like Arsenal news. This guy is doing Arsenal, United, Liverpool, everything, bro. And he's calling shit before David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano are fucking calling it, bro. I swear, wallahi. And I'm saying, wallahi, I'm not lying, bro. He's called shit, bro. He called freaking Edison way before they said.
I think it's sad. You need to know
everything.
I mean, how many times he was spot on. You know, I can call a lot of shit.
Exactly, yeah.
And if I
Exactly.
say one thing that turns out to be true,
But if you
then
get,
I'll say,
if
hey,
you get,
man.
if you get the amount, if you get they're gonna do, they're gonna. Here we go for Edison to Man United, and you give us the exact amount, bro. That then Fabrizio Romano and freaking David Ornstein come out and put out the exact amount. Come on, broski. The exact amount, bro. That he put.
What is this we're talking about? Who are we talking
some
about?
It's
rando.
this new guy called freelance_Harry on Twitter, bro. And this guy has just been like, I followed him because I don't remember who it was. I think it might have been either Hand of Arsenal or somebody else, like quoted this guy because he done like a
What did he say?
something. He's just put out. He's just
Juve
put out
approached
Juventus
Arsenal for Jesus.
for Jesus. But listen, it remains.
Yeah, sure.
We've seen that now, so this will be the true test. If it comes out that Juve have approached now, and then we see bigger guys saying it, then he's on point. Do you know what I mean? But
Pause.
yeah, pause. But I want everybody to give me your summer window. We'll start off with Ash. Obviously, I want to do Gomez.
Morgan Rogers. So both ins and outs, or just ins?
Go ins and outs.
Odegaard to go, Jesus to go. I'm not gonna count the players who are on loan. Obviously, they should go. Waneri to come back. Madueke to leave. Havertz to leave. Who else? And then Martinelli or Trossard, one of them to leave and the other one to stay. So I'd probably keep Trossard, honestly, if we can get. I don't know, actually. I don't know. I'm not sure. One of them, anyways. I'm not that fussed.
Okay.
Ins would be Mika Hutz, Aaron Rodgers, Morgan Rogers in the mid. Aaron Rodgers.
What a quarterback. Quarterback for
what a
Liverpool.
quarterback! Imagine. Morgan Rogers, Mika Hutz, Julian Alvarez, and yeah, that's it. And I'd keep Waneri and Max Dauman as the backups for Saka. Let them compete there.
Okay, you ready for this bomba?
Go ahead, T.
Okay. I would sell Kepa.
Oh,
would
and Kepa, yes,
sell-
of course.
I would sell Kepa. I would keep our defense where it is right now. I would sell Norgard. I would sell Ødegaard. I would maybe sell Merino. I would sell Gabriel Martinelli and Trossard. If it was up to me, I would also sell Madueke, Kai Havertz, and Jesus. I would sell all of them. Just clear house. You know what I'm saying? But I know that's unrealistic. So I would go in steps. You know what I'm saying? I would not sell them straight away. I would go for the lowest contracts first. and then slowly progress them out this team and bring in other players in the meantime, like Mika Hots, Rogers. I would love Krupi. I would love Krupi in this team, personally. But if I had to pick between him and Julian Alvarez, I would say Alvarez because he's been there, done that. But bro, I would love Krupi in this team as well. If I didn't buy Morgan Rogers for the midfield, I would go for Bruno Guimaraes. You know what I'm saying? Possibly. For the left wing, my signings would be Mika Hots and Leao. You know what I'm saying? And I would not buy a defender because our defenders are good enough. In my opinion, we need to upgrade on the midfield and on the attack. So Krupi, Rogers, Julian Alvarez, Leao, Hots. Those are the names that I think of. If you bring me 3 or 4 of those, I would be happy. You know what I'm saying?
Go on, Sami.
I think very similar to the guys when it comes to the outgoing, starting from the attack. I would sell both left wingers, even though that will kind of destabilize the team, as the chat is saying. But still, I mean, let's assume that that's not the case. So both left wings should go. Havertz, Jesus, Madueke all need to leave. Going to the midfield, Marino, Norgard, and Odegaard as well. The defense, I would keep. Yeah, I would keep with the defense. The goalkeeper, I would bin Raya and get some. Bin Kepa and get somebody else.
Whoa!
Or rely on Setford. I'm not sure about Setford. I haven't seen enough from Setford, to be honest. No, Ben Kepa, I mean.
Raya is insane, by the way. Guys, can we get that clipped? Can we get that clipped, people?
I would bin Raya, he said. You know what I'm saying? Sami
Ben
2026.
Kepa. No. Raya is a very good goalkeeper. I'll keep him. When it comes to the signings, I agree with the left wingers. I think those are the. I mean, obviously, if you ask me what do I want Kvaratskhelia, but I don't think we're gonna get him. So the available in the market right now is Leao and Hots. I would really go for them, at least one of them, this transfer window. Attackers, if I can't get Julian Alvarez because he seems quite adamant to join Barcelona, so Krupi would be my second choice because I think he's Premier League proven. Right wing, instead of Madueke, I would rely on Dauman and Nwaneri both. Actually spot on that. And 10, I would buy Rogers, and of course we're gonna have Rogers and Eze both. Now, is it gonna have that kind of balance? Because maybe you would need a left-footed player in the 10. So maybe I would consider Nwaneri. But if Nwaneri doesn't step up, then I would, depend on Rogers. It's a good shout from T about the Bruno Guimaraes one. Now, the only thing about that, I don't know if we can occupy Bruno G, Skelly, Zuamendi, and Rice all together. Like, I understand we need to rotate during the season, but to have multiple players at the same position is just, I don't see how they will balance out. Defenders, nothing. I don't want to see any single freaking defender. Unless we sell. If we sell, that's understandable. If not, I don't want to see any freaking defender that we sign or even link to, because I'm sick and tired of it. I want to see attackers. And that would be it. Saad, what about you? You're muted.
You're muted.
What a fraud, bro. Cannot even
Professional
stream
streamer.
professionally.
Professional streamer, by the way. Yikes. Yeah, listen, outgoings, I'm going to start off with, I would get rid of Kepa because I think Setford, I'd give him...
Is he good?
I mean, listen,
I've
he
no
played
idea.
one game for us in the Champions League, I think. When we played, he played the game where we do you remember when we had PSV where where Kivio got fucking sent to the shops and they told him
You know what's funny about Setford?
please.
I know so little about him that I recently found out that he grew up in the Netherlands and speaks fluently Dutch because him and Timber got interviewed and they both spoke very fluent Dutch, and I was like, bro, since when does Setford speak Dutch? I was shocked, bro. Wallah. This was like 2 weeks ago or something.
Big up
Crazy.
Setford, but- Nah, listen, I would get rid of Kepa and I'd keep Setford. I actually think we can get a profit on Kepa. As funny as that sounds, I actually think we can get a profit on because we only got
Yeah, cheeky
5
10
mil.
mil, 10, 15.
Yeah, I think 10, 15 mil, maybe even 20. You know, we can try and get.
Nobody
something.
will buy him.
Nah, I can.
Yeah,
see,
nobody.
I could.
I think he'll get sold for like 6 million.
I can see maybe
Hey, 1 million, 1 million profit, Ashraf.
in Saudi or something like that, trying to buy him or something like that.
Not even Saudi's interested in this bumper.
Nah, I can see Saudi doing it, man. In the defense,
Come on, Saudi, bro.
I would get rid of Ben White and I'd replace him with a right back, not a Livramento, please, for the love of God. I'm not about that, please.
Who would you
Kunde.
replace him with?
I don't know, but somebody, please. I need somebody.
Yeah, but that's the issue. That's why I don't want.
young.
That's why I said that, bro. Exactly.
Yeah,
I
but
what
the
you say
reality
right
is-
now, that was me. Exactly
The reality is, T, me and you don't get paid money to go sit there and scout and find players, and we know about this player and that player. These man should know about a player. These man should have a player in every single position going into the transfer window. It doesn't matter if they're trying to aim for that area or not. They should have names. Their scouts should have. Listen, this is what player we think. If you want to if suddenly Raya goes down with a knee injury, and he's got ACL, touch wood. Allah يخليه علينا وما يجيب وله. I mean, may Allah protect him. Yeah, I mean, like if something like that happens, bro, these men should be able to come off the bat. Yo, we got this keeper. He's the guy. He can come in. He's of a decent quality that we think can come in and stand and go for Arsenal. That's the guy who should come in. That's what they should have. So I'm sorry, but they should have something for a right back. They should have something for a right back. And if it's Livramento, then bro, that shit sucks. Because that guy is injury prone as fuck, man. And I'm not having that, bro. I'm not having that. If that's the only option, then you know what? Fuck it. Let's just keep Ben White, I guess. If that's the only option, then fuck it. Let's just keep Ben White at that point, bro. But I'm hoping that they can find somebody else, bro. Do you know what I mean? And not go for Tino Livramento. Inshallah, Newcastle asked for too much money. Midfield, I'd get rid of Norgard. I'd also I'd get rid of Erdegaard. And in the attack, I'd get rid of Martinelli and I'd get rid of Trossard. I'd get rid of Jesus and Havertz. The thing is, there's too much change, and you can't change too much. So forget the Havertz. I'd keep Havertz, but I'd get rid of Jesus. I'd keep Madueke where he is, just because it is where he is at this point.
Disgusting.
Bro, it is where it is, man. Yeah, and you can't change too much, bro.
Let's
Otherwise,
keep
you
one
end
of
up
the
being like
worst
this.
signings in Arsenal history and
can
flop
I
of the
finish
season.
Can I finish my list? Thank you.
No, because your list
Bro,
sucks.
shut up, man. Shut up.
Absolute
And then
pussy
for my
list.
incomings, like I said, I would keep Setford at goalkeeper. Right back, anybody but Livramento, please. In the midfield, I would bring in Sandro Tonali. And I'd also bring in Krupi as the striker. And then I'd also bring in Morgan Rogers, who can play on the left wing or in the 10. Gives you a bit more of a physical player, but good on the ball. On the left wing position, I'd bring in either Rafael Leao or Hots or somebody of those kind of statures of players. And have I covered everything? Have I covered everything? Yes, I have. I mean, Julian Alvarez, he's not coming, bro. After what we heard today, he's not coming, bro.
No
Who's
worries.
gonna play?
Go get Osimhen then. He anyways only plays for a small club, so it's fine.
But hold on, Osimhen won't come, bro. Osimhen is
Sky.
similar to Osimhen is similar to Gyökeres, bro. I don't think
Then I would take a
No. You're very wrong there, my friend. They're not similar in any way.
bro. They're not. Listen, he's not a false nine. They want to get a false nine kind of striker, somebody who's not an out and out bagsman. That's
then I would take the
if-
risk
I'm
and
not
get
saying
Krupi.
him-
That's it. Get Krupi then.
Yeah. The thing is, Saad, if we had Osimhen in this team when we did the whole crossing long ball stuff, Osimhen would have gotten more goals than anyone in this team, in my opinion. Because he in the air is insane. Crazy aerial threat. You know what I'm saying?
then
But
again,
yeah, shit
if
list.
you get Osimhen, then in my opinion, if you get Osimhen, then Gyökeres has to go.
No, Havertz has to go. What you mean
I mean,
Gyökeres has to go?
You could get rid of Havertz, bro, but Havertz
He stepped
gives you
on
that-
a
Havertz
toe
gives
there.
Havertz
What?
gives you that play
What you
style
mean?
of a false
What you
nine.
mean? But there's no but. If anyone has to go after Jesus, it's
But
fucking.
they're the same striker, bro. They're two bagsmen.
They're not. They're not. They're
So,
not. And I don't care with what kind of profile they are. They're both better than Havertz.
But that's the problem. The profile is what matters. Because you have to have a profile. You have to have a profile of a. You can't just have two bagsmen, bro. You have to have
Okay,
a bagsman,
then I would buy
so you can
Krupi.
alternate with how you play, bro. Otherwise,
So if we buy Krupi, would you sell Havertz?
no, not yet.
There you are.
If
So why would you want to sell Gyökeres if we buy Osimhen?
No, because I think Krupi's gonna come in as the Jesus replacement. Do you know what I mean? And grow into it.
No, but
playing for a
bro,
bigger
I would
club.
play Krupi over Havertz any day.
No,
any
but
day.
of course he's gonna play over Havertz. But Havertz is gonna then if you get Krupi, Havertz moves to like a rotational player. He covers multiple different positions when you need him. You might.
Do you want that though?
I mean, that's what's gonna happen. He's not gonna leave. I don't think they're gonna get rid of him. Just because of the amount of wages that he's on and the fact that I don't think a lot of clubs really rate him.
280,000 a week
was-
rotational player.
There was, and this guy was being put in different positions, being a rotational player since he got here, bro.
Who's better in doing that, Havertz or Merino?
He got played in the midfield, and then
Yeah,
then it
well, that's a
flopped.
very good one.
And then it flopped. Like, bro, come on, man.
And how much is Marino on, by the way? Let me see, man. I think he's way less.
Yeah, who's better in doing all of that stuff, Saad? Merino or Havertz? Be honest. Be honest.
What?
130.
Rotational player.
No, in playing striker, midfield, all of those stuff. Be honest.
Then again,
Wallahi, be
I
honest.
think I don't think Marino is not a false. I can't play that false nine link up thing. He can't.
He can. He definitely can.
Oh, He did, bro. Last
He
season.
definitely can.
He did.
Yeah, but not to
We've
the level
seen
where
it, and he's
not
done
to,
it.
Not to the level that Havertz did. I can say
No.
comfortably that Havertz.
Ashraf, please
The one
say
thing.
something.
The one thing. No,
We
no.
need
Hold
the
on.
human
The one-
encyclopedia, bro.
bro.
Who's a better false nine, Havertz or fucking Merino? Be honest.
I'd definitely say Merino. I think the only thing
Why?
Havertz has over Merino is pace, but I think Merino does everything else better.
So listen. Firstly, now I have to hold on to this because this guy keeps on talking about Havertz's pace, where I haven't even seen this mad pace. I actually still can't. To this day, I don't even know where this
No,
mad
but
pace came
this
from.
time he was right. This time he's right.
No, shut up. Look at you, you fraud. Look at you, you fraud.
No,
But-
Merino was fuck,
No,
bro. He's
For
right.
me, I don't think he does. I don't think he does because I think Havertz is very good with the link up and can do it very well. I think that Marino is also another player who's there for the final shot, for the final ball, the bagsman kind of thing.
What about the
poacher
assist to Saka
striker,
against Real
you know what I
Madrid?
mean?
What about the assist against for Saka against Real Madrid in the Bernabeu? That was a sick pass, and only a player with an amazing touch can do that.
Yeah, but bro, come on, man. How many times is he doing that, bro?
What about the
you
goals?
see? Bro, how many times is he doing that, bro? Like,
No, but
if
listen,
I can
we
see that
are-
consistently, then I'll be like, yo, let me shut my mouth, because clearly Marino is clear. But, like, bro, until I see it consistently, like, I don't know what to say, bro. Like, for me, the only reason why Havertz is looked at like this, because Havertz is not the guy that should be finishing his dinner, yeah? Well, I would want him to finish his dinner, but he's not the guy that's going to finish his dinner, yeah? He's going to leave a couple of stragglers on the plate.
You're telling me you guys don't remember this? You think any other striker in our team would make that run from behind and race the centre backs with just pace? This was
if it was
a year
on the
ago.
right side, if it was on the right
This was
side,
a year
Gyökeres
ago.
would have done it.
No, he wouldn't. I've seen Gyökeres do the same thing when he got caught up by Murillo.
That's actually
Look at this
insane
pace. Wait, I have
No,
another one.
actually-
You guys keep talking. I'll bring the other one up.
Hold
I
on,
have the
that
other
is
one as well.
I think
I
where
can't lie,
Gyökeres
T,
fails is the first touch.
T, I
No,
can't
wait.
lie.
I think what Gyökeres fails is the first touch.
One sprint,
Havertz
by the
first-
way. I can show you 20 clips of Gyökeres doing this.
Listen,
From when he reaches them from behind. Nah, bro, I don't remember
I
that.
can show you clips of Gyökeres like level with players, and he's getting like. You know what I mean? It's a bit mad.
And I can show you moments of Havertz being 5 meters ahead and still getting outpaced by someone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Look, hey. I never said Havertz is not a bum. He's a bum who needs to leave. But to say he doesn't have pace, I think it's crazy. Wait, I need to find it. 1 second.
He's just not agile, bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in a 100-meter sprint he could do something, but he's just not an agile guy. He doesn't have fast reactions and those stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
Big up to
what are we doing?
Big up to AMT for the super chat saying, whenever any of the wingers are running with the ball in attack, why do most of them why do most of the time they make mistakes with the ball? Hence the lack of goals. Listen, this is a problem, is that sometimes these players are getting into good positions and the final decision is poor. In my opinion, you put the better attackers in Arteta's team, and I guarantee you it's gonna look a bit more fluid and a bit more better.
I hope you're right.
You're gonna see them attack more. You're gonna see us attack with more flair, more confidence. You know, but I do agree that there's a lot of mistakes that are made.
Ash, about the speed, I just googled it quickly. It says here Kai Havertz has recorded a career best top speed of 35.02 kilometers per hour, and Gyökeres is 35.3. So they're not really far off.
I haven't seen the Gyökeres 35.3, honestly. Maybe in the Portuguese league. Okay, fair enough.
It's just
Maybe he did it in the Portuguese league. Because I don't remember him doing it in the Premier League, honestly. By the way, you guys know who was the second fastest player in the Premier League last season?
second
Martinelli.
fastest.
Martinelli
Yeah,
recorded
I can
the
see
second,
that.
There's no surprise there. Why are you saying it like as if you were gonna say Raya or something?
because
No way, Raya's actually very fast, by the way.
Yeah,
Raya's
I know,
actually
but-
fast, by the way.
but there
That's
are
why I like
players that
my
are faster
favourite
than
guy.
Martinelli, right? Like Husanov is faster, Van de Ven is faster, but they didn't record faster speeds than him last season. So hey, big up Martinelli. Martinelli.
Anyway, Martinelli.
Martinelli.
João Neves. I heard a Portuguese guy say João Neves' name, yeah, and I can't stop saying it. I said João Neves. I swear, Portuguese language is so funny, especially at how they pronounce their name, like Bruno Fernandes. Wallahi, it's too funny, bro. And Rafinha.
Rafinha.
Rafinha. Vitinha.
By the way, we need to do
No, you say that
before
as
the
well.
World
you
Cup.
gotta say Vitinha. Vitinha is how you say his name. Like it's like the Rafinha.
I
one,
guess.
but with the different.
I don't know, guys. You guys
What are you
familiar
about
with
to say, Ash?
Russell Peters?
Wait, what?
I don't know if you guys are familiar with Russell Peters.
Yeah, obviously
Who's
the
that?
Indian comedian.
Yeah, just
How do you-
look at
yeah.
look.
How do you not know Russell
Uh,
Peters?
I think I do know.
I'm just saying maybe
Like
people
my
don't watch him,
face.
but when he
maybe
said
not my
something
name.
about the Portuguese language, man, it was compared to the Spanish one. I don't know if you guys remember that joke. I mean, it was
No.
nasty.
I don't know. I went for his concert when
What
he
you-
came here in
what
UAE,
you-
but yeah.
What were you gonna say, Ash?
Now I was gonna say I'm assuming next week we'll do the World Cup stream because it starts on Saturday. We have to do like a
Mm.
prediction and all that stuff and discuss the World Cup.
Yeah, Friday we're gonna do it. Yeah.
Are you sure that you
Yeah.
want to do that? Because normally when we do international games, they either draw, go to extra time, and then have penalties. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, not the watch.
What do you mean?
But
Not
You
watch
remember
along.
Slad?
I'm talking about like doing the
we're just gonna
prediction.
do predictions.
Oh, the predictions. Oh, okay.
Like-
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do
yeah,
that next
yeah.
time. Let's do that next time. It's like 2 hours, 12 minutes now. So, you know
We
what
got
I'm saying?
AMT who says, according to striker's speed, Gyökeres is second to Haaland.
Bro, I don't think that's a reputable source, by the way, AMT. I saw that image once. It's not from a reputable source, bro. Bukayo Saka, by the way, in 22-23, this is from Arsenal.com directly. They had like some sprint sessions in training, and Bukayo Saka recorded 36.3 or something like that. The guy was rapid. I hope he gets his pace back, man.
Listen, big up to everybody. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm fucking out of it, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
Saad has
it's
been
big,
looking
bro.
like he's on weed, bro. This last 1 hour,
Guys.
2 hours, bro.
dying.
Guys, yeah.
I'm dying.
Yeah, this is why I think Morgan Rogers should play left wing, you know.
Guys, I'm dying. But I'm a man of the people, yeah? I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the people, so I come on here and I'll do the stream for you guys because I love you guys.
Except when he didn't show up for like a month because he was getting married. He's like, I'm a man of the people. Except when I have to get
but yeah, I
married,
mean,
then I don't know the
sometimes-
people.
Sometimes, do you know what I mean? The love of my life it has to come first, guys.
That's
You know,
true.
Yeah,
That's true.
if you were a man, you would do the stream on your wedding day at the venue. You know what I'm saying? You would put your laptop
Exactly.
there.
You'd be like,
guys,
hey
welcome
guys,
back to the
who do you think? We're winning the league, baby. You would have done that, yeah. Absolutely.
With a
You know
tuxedo,
what?
you know,
Listen,
with the bow tie.
actually,
on.
no. You know what? I can't lie. That weekend of like getting married was actually pretty bad, bro. Because that's when we lost to Bournemouth, and it was like, oh my god, we're gonna bottle this
Oh.
league. So it was pretty bad. I was like in a dark place, bro. The only thing that kept me going was my wedding day, bro, and getting married.
Alhamdulillah.
thing
That's
that kept me
the real
going,
thing
bro,
that
'cause it was
matters.
bad.
Alhamdulillah.
Because it was bad,
Alhamdulillah.
bro. Like I was sat there, yeah. Liverpool fans come back, and,
Bro,
Man City
bro,
fans,
guys,
fans.
guys, I'm just
Around
thinking
me.
about this now. Guys, wait, wallahi, I'm just thinking about this. Yeah. if Saad, if we, God forbid, yeah, alhamdulillah, it didn't happen. But if somehow we bottle the league, yeah, and bottle the Champions League, and then Saad gets that letter from he's gonna be like, son of a bitch.
Bro,
He'll
I was
tear,
like-
he'll tear that letter in front of his wife. He's like, don't get me this pussy.
no, because
shit,
bro, that letter came like 2 days before we lost to Bournemouth. Yeah. At
Oh
first I
my
was like, oh, that's so cool, babe. That's so cool. Let's see what happens. Do you know what I mean? Because in a few weeks,
You almost tore
this-
it after
this
Bournemouth,
letter
huh?
could be in a few weeks. This letter could be worthless. You know what I mean? I don't even want to see it. And then when we lost to Bournemouth, I was like, bro, what the fuck is this shit, bro? Get this out of my face. And I threw it down. Yeah. And I was like,
Saad will be
Jesus,
thinking, instead of writing letters, you pussyo, and wishing me happy
Why you
life,
not
how about you
fucking-
train the team, you pussyo?
bro. Yeah, fucking writing letters to me, bro. What the fuck are you doing, bro? But anyway, but listen, you know what? Yeah, it's not the
sorry.
letter, bro. It's not the letter, bro. It's me being in their ends, bro. I'm in Manchester, bro. I'd have been dead. And with me, I have no shame. So I don't care whether we lost. Because you know what? You know when we lost to Bournemouth, yeah? I was walking out in my Arsenal shirt, my Arsenal jacket. I didn't give a fuck. Because fuck these guys if you think I'm going to hide my football team, bro. I'm going to wear this fucking thing proud, bro. Because I don't care, man. I'm here when we win and we lose, brother. Yeah? So don't worry about me, yeah? Because I'm going to be wearing my thing. And yes, I got clowned for a couple of weeks. It was a bit mad, but I came back to get my get back, bro. I got my get back, yeah. And all those people that clowned me, I came back to them and I told them, hold that, bottle jobs. Let me get you.
Make sure you wear the Arsenal jersey every day you go out, bro.
Let me hold on. Because before we go, yeah. I need to get a picture, bro.
A picture of what?
Let me get a picture.
Yalla habibi, it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's 1 a.m. here.
And he shut up, bro. It's weekend.
So what? I have something to do in the morning.
Hold on. Brother, please, Sami, just mute your mic, bro. Please, I beg.
Man, just, what are you trying to do,
I
bro?
swear, Sami, bro, you must have gotten one of them. You must have gotten one of them streamer fucking like keyboards, bro. You know them streamer.
It's like he has a. It's like he has a typewriter.
Yeah, I'm waiting to go like this. He does the type and he goes.
Wait for the ka-chink. Yeah, just wait for it.
Right. Jumping down. Let me do this fucking shit, bro. Hold on. Let me show you what I was seeing, man. Let me show you what I was doing, bro. Before we go, yeah. Because do you know what I mean? A man had to do this quick time, bro. Do you know what I mean? First of all, do this one. Oh, hold on.
Sad, we're losing hair by the second, bro.
Shut up, man. Just shut up.
Unlike you, some of us still have hair on our head, bro.
Listen, big up, yeah. I was drinking out that bottle, bro, yeah. The Arsenal bottle that these man did to us, yeah. And I saw this as well. Big up to the man them who made this, yeah. Gary Neville, this prick, yeah, who sat here gaslighting Arsenal fans and giving us backhanded compliments, by the way, yeah. Who has shitty commentary, and then this right here. These were plastered all over the freaking stadium, bro. And all over North London, it was these little things, bro. These were all plastered over, bro. So big up to us, bro, because we took over London, yeah. I'm around, mate. Anyway, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are out of here, people. Love.
Big up, everyone.